People deluded. I'm back again. Oh gosh. Sorry, folks. Let's retake that. I was actually listening to music. That's why I'm late. Apologies, people. And I fell asleep. But let's rewind and act like that never happened. People deluded. I'm back again. I hope everybody's doing well and safe. And welcome to my Leicester versus Manchester City watch along. It's the first watch along that I'm doing this season in relation to anything happening with any of the Premier League teams. Please make sure you're hitting the like button and all of those sort of things as you're starting to stream it. Filter in, folks, for me, please. And I hope everybody's doing well and safe and all of those sort of things, man. A man said late as usual. Big up, DG. Come on, man. Lateness is greatness. I apologize for being late, but to be fair, the commitment levels are crazy. You know, I've been operating on literally a couple hours sleep. It was a crazy night. For big up to everybody that follows me on Twitch, because you know we did a Brazil versus Spain, Spain versus Brazil watch along that was only on Twitch, you know, in relation to the Olympic Tokyo 2020 final. Shout out to Martinelli for becoming a gold medalist. Shout out to Dani Alves and shout out to the whole Brazilian national team. Commiserations to Spain, really. I mean, our Arsenal player didn't even play and he comes back with a trophy. Certain Spanish wingers signed for Spurs and again, they become a bridesmaid that never gets married and things, and there's a bit of disappointment. But I'm not one to say conspiracies, but it is what it is, man. I hope everybody's doing well and safe. On that note as well, please make sure you're following me on Twitch because we're starting the process of really migrating over there and attacking it aggressively. There's going to be a lot of only Twitch only watch alongs, watch parties, football manager, which I've started as well. I haven't even uploaded it for those of you that are on YouTube. Shout out to everyone that was on Twitch. And you know, I've even got a video with James Redmond. It hasn't come out on YouTube yet, but these are the sort of things you're going to miss out on if you're not following me on Twitch. Deluded Gooner. Link is pinned to the message, to the live chat message, and obviously I've dropped the link and we'll be filtering in the link. So I hope everybody's doing well and safe. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Also as well, in terms of being a shameless plug, it's Spurs versus Arsenal tomorrow. You know I'll be doing a watch along for that. Please make sure you're there for that. I've dropped the link in there. Again, it's pinned to the live chat. So it is what it is. As usual, make sure you're following me on all the socials, especially Instagram, people. I need 6,000 of you to just follow me on Instagram, and then we can hit 10K. And then obviously we can start just swiping up, and then it reaches out and DG Nation gets bigger and bigger. But can't get there without your help, people. Please get your comments and all of those sort of things in, as it's Manchester City, the Premier League winners, against Leicester City, the FA Cup winners. Brendan Rodgers against Pep Guardiola. All eyes are on Jack Grealish. He is on the bench. You know, shout out to, I believe, there's at least 2 young players that are in the lineup for Manchester City. So it's a big opportunity for those young players. I'll show the lineup on screen in just a second, but you can see it filtering in up below the screen. I thought, let me do yellow because I know it's not transfer. It just felt like it looked a bit more energy than black in it. So yeah, it made a lot of sense, man. Prince, I beat you to it this time, but I appreciate, as usual, you was trying to make sure that I had everything I needed to hit the ground running with this thing. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. You know, we're not really a couple of minutes before the game. You know, there's a substantial period. On the topic of the game, people, what channel is this on? If it's on TV in the UK, because I'm not being funny. I've looked on BBC, I've looked on BT, I've looked on Sky Sports. Is there something that I'm not knowledgeable on, people? Please make sure you let me know. Get your opinions and them things in. You know, I normally, as well, people, as well, you know, in fact, it's only right that we do this one way before I speak about this. There's actually a reason. So obviously, I'm going to be telling my grandkids about this goal, innit? God knows if I'll ever do this again, but I did it, innit? Puskas Award business. Unfortunately, we didn't win the game, but we were unbeaten. First things first, thank you very much to Wrongans FC, the Wrongans. You know, thank you very much to Reese, Toby, Marius, H, the Steph, the Smalls, the rest of them in it, because they welcomed me back in. I say back because I returned home. Home is where the heart is. You know, it's a move that we tried to get going for a few months last season after it became evidently clear. Unfortunately, I lost my captaincy and was made a free agent like Mesut Ozil at my last team. So I went from that to winning individual and collective awards, feeling the love for football again, getting, you know, as much as I don't really want to play Sunday League, but you know, I really did feel I had a buzz for it and things like that. So yeah, they brought it back and whatnot. I've played with, against, and for these guys, so it's a family thing. I've grown up with half of them. So yeah, and all the boys that I haven't, they've been fantastic people. And when you look at it, you know, history has been made. It was our awards night yesterday. Obviously, the camera's an enemy of progress, but all that matters is the team that is at the top. Division 1 winners 2021. Wrongans played 16, won 12, drew 4. No L's, 0 L's, like with Morrison. Goals for 43, goals against 15, a 28 goal difference, and 40 points. We picked second place AFC Oakwood by a point. And obviously, I showed you that goal because, you know, certain things, you know, when you join better teams, things start happening in it. And obviously, what do you see there? Deluded Gooner goal of the season. It's like, you know, picking up awards, trying to retire. Like, I want to coach in that, but get me. Goal this season this year, probably did it again, and you know, just in case you need reminding, folks.
Against this right back, Charlie.
It's a lifestyle, man. All I do is make YouTube vids and score bangers, man. You know, if Carlsberg did goals, boy, if DG did goals, but yeah, it's normal, isn't it? You know, one of the few YouTubers that can do this chatting thing and actually play. I tell every YouTuber, all these YouTubers, we should all do a little our own soccer rating, separate the mice from the men. But it is what it is. Cracking on with this and carrying on, people. It is what it is. It's on ITV. I appreciate you lot for updating me. You know, stupid, really. I should have clocked. It has to be on ITV or something if it's not them. This is where, you know, I've basically lost the ball in midfield and you lot are them sweeping number 6s you swept up, man. Probably going to lose the ball again sometime, but appreciative of that, folks. Thank you very much. Now I can obviously, now the game's in front of me. Everything's there now. It's all calm. Thank you very much for that, man. Like the vids, people, you know what to do. Come on, make sure you're supporting the thing on Instagram. DG, you know your timer and scoreboard. Are you able to transfer it to different software? Obviously, on OBS I can, but the problem I'm having with OBS, I would have done it. Like you saw, well, everyone that was in my last Twitch watch along, there was a timestamp and things and all them stuff. When I'm trying to, it's not recognizing the camera really. So I would have to stream via OBS. And the problem with that is not a problem in itself. It's, you see, ironically, the very thing I see in front of me, the question, I don't know how you bring that up. Like, to my knowledge, that's a StreamYard thing. I have not seen, like, in the YouTube Live Manager, I don't think that's a thing. And also, the messages will be coming to you fast. So if there's a workaway around that, and crucially, I'm able to pull it on screen, then there's no reason not to use the other laptop in it. But that's the issue. Next thing will be the green screen. And to be fair, I need to probably get some custom-made backdrop or something just so we can eliminate the green screen process. And it's just one less thing. But it is what it is. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Low boy, I appreciate that. Big up all the Australians. A man said it's 1:48 here in Australia. Madness. So yeah, man, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and obviously good night, depending on who you are and wherever you are in this world. And I appreciate it, man. Yeah, appreciate you lot for showing me love, man. Who have I got for this game? Get your predictions and all of those sort of things in. Let me have a think on it, my guy. Let me have a think on it. Big up Todd Campbell. Shout out to the members, subscribers, moderators, long-time supporters, and obviously new age supporters, man. Just the whole of you lot. Fundamentally, I hope everyone's well and safe. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Hope you've all got your health, and same to your loved ones. Hope you all had a smashing last week was good for you lot, and I hope that next week is even better, man. Hey, come on. You gotta gas yourself. If you don't gas yourself in this life, who will? That's how the world works, man. Samare watch 100%. The best YouTube ballers chat the most sense. Rants professional football. Curtis professional football. DG pocket rocket on his right foot. Come on, hey, something like that. Shout out to Rants and Curtis. I've never played with or against Curtis. That's what I said. It'd be fun just for everyone out there, man. You know, get your predictions in. Man, I'm saying 2-1 City. Big up Omar. Craig is saying 3-1 City. I don't know, you know, people. Let me get the lineup in. Obviously, shout out to the eagle-eyed viewers who can clearly see the lineup. you know, in the graphic at the screen. Obviously, where Leicester City and Schmeichel, who captains the team, are concerned people. Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Ricardo, I assume, right back. Amate, Siyinchu, Bertrand, Ndidi, Telemans, Perez. Maddison starts, you know, again, probably caution any talk of he's not mentally in the right state and all of that sort of stuff. He starts in the Community Shield, you know. He didn't get to start in the FA Cup final, if I remember correctly. Harvey Barnes is, you know, I don't think he would have went to the Euros, but he got robbed of the chance of being in contention, sadly, because he got injured. He is in the starting lineup. And you've got Jamie Vardy there as well, folks. Where City are concerned, Jack Grealish is on the bench. You know, they've got Couto, the young Brazilian right back, on the bench. They've got that Slander guy on the bench, that centre half. Tommy Doyle on the bench. Claudio Gomez, I remember his name, if I remember correctly, formerly of PSG. And they've got former Ipswich Town Academy player Ben Knight. Bernardo's on the bench, as is Rodrigo and Carson. Now starting, you see Adoze. Forgive me if I'm wrong. He celebrates signing a new deal this week. He can play in a couple of those forward positions. He is a decent player. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they initially signed him from Millwall. You've got Cole Palmer, who, you know, is a very decent player, and he comes from a, you know, a family of people who have represented City and stuff. He's a good player. Obviously, look at the dynamics at Manchester City. It's tough for any young player to break in, but at the end of the day, they've just smashed the British record, and there's obviously a lot of factors around it, but you lot could, you know, where Palmer and Adoze are concerned, they're starting ahead of starting a final ahead of an 100 million pound player, and Bernardo Silva in that regards as well. So it is what it is, you know. Stefan, Cancelo, Diaz, Ake, Mendy, Fernandinho, Gundogan, Palmer, Mahrez, Adoze, and Ferran Torres. You know, commiseration to Ferran Torres' nation, and actually Pep Guardiola's and Arteta's and a bag of people in that Spain loss. I know the Brazilians in the squad must be feeling themselves, because obviously they brought home Olympic gold as well. Did you know Rance was about to have a trial at Arsenal but got injured? No, I didn't know that. Could have been crazy, man. You know, could have been playing for us. Never knew that, man. Actually, never knew that. You don't know more than me in that regards. Why are you called deluded when you talk so much sense? I am curious. If you know, Kings, it's going to have to stay a secret, man. You know, I can't even beat it out no more, man. But what I will say is, if I had £1 for every time I've heard that, and £1 where it flipped the other scale where people say it's a befitting name, I'd buy the Emirates. But I appreciate, banter aside, I appreciate that support, my guy. It means a lot. Please make sure you're hitting the like button if you haven't done that already, folks. So, yeah, man, I'll leave the lineup up here. What do you lot think of the lineup? For me personally, when I look at this now in terms of a prediction, I think City, something's just telling me 3-1 Man City, but I have a funny feeling Leicester might do something here. You know, it might be a little 2-1, City take the lead, and then 2 little late goals, because, you know, I'm not being funny. Shout out to them 2 young players playing, and they're extremely good footballers. And I think Pep would not play you if he didn't think more than anything, mentally, you weren't prepared. You wasn't prepared for this thing. I'll be getting at them. I can't lie. I'll be getting at them, because as much as I think these 2 young lads will do well, and I'm proud of them, they've never been in this situation before. They're starting in a final at the National Stadium, you know, ahead of certain people, and they've bound to have been, I don't know, they could have just been told randomly in it, but you'd imagine Pep Guardiola must have, for the lot, they've had a day or at least 24, maybe 48 hours to kind of sit on that information and digest it. You know, as much as it's about techers, it's about mental. So I think from what I remember from Cole Palmer, apologies, he'll take it in his stride same way. But if there's any nerves, if there's any them sort of things, get at them young players. And, you know, City, yeah, they're buying Grealish, and that clearly, you know, City have been dealt a short hand with the international commitments for a number of their players and everything else. Because I'm sure if things were different, that's probably a cup lineup by Manchester City standards. You've had Copa America, Euros, you know, I don't even know, to be honest, off the top of my head, if any City players went Olympics, but you've got the Olympics to consider and the rest of it. Shout out Raz, you was also on the Twitch hype earlier. 2-1 Leicester. Richard is saying 4-2 to City. Interesting ones, people. DG hitting top bins only. I wish, man. You know, do you know how many times I've hit the post? Like, I should actually find a couple more of those vids. Like, do you know how many times I was trying that goal and hit the post? I think if I actually scroll, get a couple of people, I can show you lot one, because I think I specifically found it. There it. The real center back. Sorry. How do you airdrop? But what am I doing? This is an iPhone, man. This can be airdropped on that. Oh, you gotta export it. Oh, it's a spanner in the works. We're 14 minutes away from kickoff, people. What's going on, man? Where is it gone? Yeah, airdrop. Go on. Yeah. Save the downloads. Thank you. Go to Oh. Let me call it new. Sorry, people. Like this just you know, everybody sees the success, the goal and stuff. Do you know how many times it became a running joke at my last club about hitting the post? Like there was what I remember I was in the semicircle. It was winning like 5-1. It's come on my left foot. I smashed it on my life. I thought it was going like through the mid, like the roof of the goal. It just cannon off the crossbar. Just weren't my luck, people. It just weren't my luck, was it? But yeah, once that loads, I'll be able to share it. But in the meantime, what are you lot saying? 1-0 to Leicester, says the African boy. Shout out to the continent of Africa and all the diverse countries, every part of the continent. But I hear that. Big up yourself, Ben Smith. Bro, Edoze is a very good player and he's been rewarded, you know. You have to start. Man are saying Madders watch. I hear that. You know, I'm sure you hope this could be his last game for them. Big up S, because you was also in the Twitch hype earlier. 2-1 Man City for you. Hear that. Leicester team's looking strong to start. Let's go back to the Leicester team on that note. Yeah, of course. Like that's closer to Leicester starting 11 than clearly City's is. Like I'm sure you would see. Like if I know I said we're going to Leicester, but I don't see, you know, Raheem Sterling and all of these guys are not involved. Hellerman are not involved. Kevin De Bruyne is not involved for a variety of reasons. Grealish on the bench and them things. Obviously, the ones Foden's not about. So the ones that were at the Euros is a bit techie for them. So yeah, man. Eclipse is saying this could really go either way. You never know with Leicester, and that's it. Leicester are bugged. Surely Leicester want this more. You never know, man. I feel a bit uneasy saying that about any Manchester City team because these lot are the literal living, breathing definition of hunger. You know, they walked the league by a distance. I know they didn't win the champs, but they went to the champs. They've spent 100 million on Grealish, looking to do something like that for Kane or some other contingency plan. God knows what other things they've got planned internally at the club. So, man, it's a matter in that regard. Is this it? This might be it. The real centre back of the pair. Look at this long boot thing. This is what we do. Starboy things only. Alright, well in Prince for mashing the little word. Hey, Lengi. Lenga! See our shag. See the shag. See the shag, people. Trust me. Get the fan them, guy. Get the fans them. Hey. Apologies, folks. But yeah, that's that, man. That's that. See, yeah, I've got bare videos like that, just hitting the post enough times. Leicester's 11 looks strong. Bro, K, shout out to you for being a member. You didn't tell any lies there. It looks, you know, strong's probably an understatement in comparison. The only thing I will say is, you know, Amati's playing centre-half. Forgive me if I'm wrong and I'm being ignorant. I know he's putting a shift there, but that's an avenue. You know, I'm sure him and Sayinchu is not the first choice pairing, so get at that. You know, Ryan Bertrand, you know, they've brought him in for free. He's going to provide depth. How good does he know his Leicester City teammates? Make it happen. I'm sure Leicester fans are upset Perez is starting. The way Arsenal move in transfers, it will be decades before we go anywhere near the title. I hear that, Mario, but yeah, man. If you can transfer your timer and scoreboard from what you're on now to Streamlabs, I can set up alerts for you. In my opinion, Streamlabs is simpler to use. Stupid question, but what's the difference between Streamlabs and... Yeah. Very ignorant. Yeah. Addison putting on a show for Arsenal fans today. To be honest, you're kind of hoping he has a stinker because the price stays down because it can go from 60, 70 to, you know, or 80 or leave us alone. I'm excited for the Premier League to be back, but I'm also collecting my GCSE results one day before. Bro, what shall be in it. If you know in your heart, you applied yourself, you revised, you know, you did everything within your mental capacity and physical capacity to prepare for your exams or exam or whatever, then what shall be. You can, whatever happens, you can leave with pride. If you were ramping and messing about and moving mad and done what some man tried to do, Slimy, be serious in the last week, it's too little too late. So what shall be. But you know, good or bad moments, I will say they don't define you in it. If you don't get what you wanted, then obviously feel a sense of disappointment. It's important in life to have goals, but go again in it. You know, you just go again and just rechange your course. You know, that won't define you if you let it. Streamlabs has more bloated features. Has more features. It's a bloated OBS. I'll look into that. They're the same software, just different uses. I hear that. Everything will be a pass, man. By God's grace, you at least get, you know, 5A start to season. You know, is it still a case of maths, English, and science? Everything beyond that is gravy, really. So yeah, man, and everyone else, you know, doing whatever they're doing. How long until kickoff? About 7-8 minutes. Barca's Aguero's asking to leave Barca as Messi is not resigning. I'm gonna do another live stream on that. Make sure we're hitting the like button, please, people. Let's at least get our target of 100 likes. We're only at 56 though, so a couple of you are doing the guy dirty. It's a good, typical what you call a curtain raiser to the Premier League season. It does feel, shout out to Grealish, and the City new attire looks wavy, but don't know. It just feels a bit mellow, a bit underwhelming that the Premier League season's about to start, sort of thing. And I don't know. You just don't get the vibe. Like, obviously, this is a big game and that, but you just don't get the vibe that the Premier League starting next week. Make sure we're hitting that like button, folks. DG Roy Keane just said on ITV, if Maddison goes to Arsenal, it would be a backward step. Not necessarily, but I mean, when you look at it without emotion, they finished ahead of us a couple of times. They've, at the worst, they've just bottled the Champions League. They're still in Europe and them things there. You know, at this moment in time, there's not a single sporting decision for him to leave Leicester for Arsenal. Now, I'm sure when you take Roy Keane away, he'll comprehend that, you know, Arsenal and Leicester, with respect to Leicester, the drip is different, you know. It is what it is, and that's why we still got a bit of juice getting players, but it's running out. There's that side to it, but it is what it is. There's no sporting reason, in my opinion, for Maddison to leave for Arsenal, as much as I want it to happen. And the expectations are different. You know, if he has a bad game at Leicester, you know, I think he's being held accountable. If he has a bad game at Arsenal, certain men haven't been held accountable. So I'm not sure what it is, man. DG, who's your favorite to win the league? I don't really have a favorite. I mean, you can't not have City in the conversation. Kills me to say it, but I think Chelsea might do a thing. I'm keen to see what's happening with Liverpool. I mean, it seems like, you know, United are building even more now. There's a bit of stability. There's positive preseason results. But with United, in comparison to the other teams I've said, they have the ability to self-implode. And with respect to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you know, you look at Klopp, you look at, I know the record might not say anything, but when you look at Tuchel, you know that's serious. I'm not saying Ole's not serious, but you know that's serious. You look at Pep, you look at Klopp, you get the same thing. Ole's pulled off some results, and he hasn't necessarily been as bad as people want. But I don't know if you're the guy tactically and all of those things to take United where they need to do. Saying that, I think like Gareth Southgate, he's very good, and that's one component I would love to steal from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and give it to Arteta. There just seems a bit more harmony around the United team and the players, and even guys that are not really in the team. Obviously, you can never keep everyone 100% happy, but there's a way to do things, man. The City team is dead. A bit of bias. It has to be a bit of bias there. Leicester could win, you know, boy. Football's a simple game. You apply yourself, you work hard, you can pull off an upset. I think it's a bit disrespectful to say Leicester pulled off an upset in the FA Cup final, because, you know, they're a good team in their own right. But clearly, you know, more people, if they had to bet their houses on it, they would bet towards Chelsea. So if anyone's equipped to pulling off upsets, it's Leicester. You know, it's going to be a good game for the neutrals, man. Happy to be watching games from a neutral point of view because, yeah, man, well, tomorrow really, but next week officially, Boy, we're back in it. We're back to the stress. Brentford versus Arsenal Watchalong on Friday, and and what shall be in this season, people. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, folks. Spammers, allow me, man. Please get a life. It's a nice day for football, and you're doing up that. Come on now, pattern. But you have to give chances to the young lads, 100%, bro. 100%. National anthem time. Shout out to the sister getting to perform that, Probably hate the color. They probably hate the color of skin, but you're singing the national anthem for them. And I know I can't hear it, but I know you're gonna hit the notes properly. Make sure we're hitting that like button if we haven't already. Mendy could get torn up, bro. He's susceptible to a Mazzolini. Mendy always is. Pep Guardiola looks like he means business, Casual attire, no smiles. He looks like he's on a madness. Look at that guy. That's me. City kit looks nice, man. You know what you're going to get with the Leicester kit, though, man. Leicester always keep it safe. Oh, that's the old Leicester kit, to be fair. That's the new Leicester kit. I prefer the old one. DJ, are you going to do a watch-along for the UEFA Super Cup? Yeah, probably. Don't quote me, but I probably am. We're back now. Football season's back. Not that I ever got a break because we had Euros and whatnot. We're back. How can people say the City team is dead? I would have half the players they have on the pitch now. Trust me. I think you're even being modest, but more than half, probably the whole team. The only ones we're not taking is Scott Carson and all of these sort of things. But saying that, Scott Carson's probably better than Ruderson. It's mad. Lukaku to Chelsea, we all knew that was moving ever closer. Is it officially confirmed? Yes, I can't put that up, but you're killing me with that. Indeed, watch, bro. Trust me. City's depth is the best in the league. Trust me. Especially if for me, I can't lie, there are a couple players they need to cut loose. Like for me, I don't think Mendy's good enough for what they're doing. I like Mendy, but I don't think he's the guy. And I said that everyone just strengthening. Then you have Arsenal. Hey, Ben White, best in the league, brother. Calm it down. Don't worry, man. We're gonna do our thing. Make sure these signings bust, though. Make sure they work, Make sure no one struggles because the agenda season. Premier League's gonna be lit next season. Boy, let's just see, man. It's gonna be an emotional roller coaster, but who better to do it with than you guys, man? Mendy got ruined by those 2 ACL ruptures. Scary talent at Monaco. I hear that, but man said panic. Got any munch? Just some humble salt and vinegar Chris this time. Mendy's a social media influencer. He's meaty. He's too meaty. Can't lie. What was the Brazil versus Spain score? Brazil 2, Spain 1. $72 likes, people. Tough crowd, man. Let's get 100. A lot of in the knows said the Lukaku deal is done, just the announcement and the medical left. Then, yeah, it can't be done until the medical's done, innit? Who scored in the Brazil game? Richarlison and man said Richarlison. I'm lying to you. Cunha and what's his face, man? Malcolm off the bench. Come on, it's light, bro. It's light. Should be, man. Someone had to bring it to North London. What going for that Spanish heat? What did he get? Yeah, that was a dirty phlegm by Mahrez, boy. That spit looked nasty, but boy, Bernardo Silva on the bench. What you saying, Madison Scout Watch? Of course, man. We can lie to ourselves and think we have a chance of getting him. I'd love to sign him, though. Kickoff is imminent, people. It is 5:15. They're about to do the kneeling thing and that. DG, do Arsenal finish above Leicester if we only sign Madison? No. Madison gets injured, then what? Arsenal going on Bernardo Silva and Madison watch. Leave it out. Hope though. Kickoff has happened, people. 10 seconds into this game, literally. And it's the season curtain raiser, as you guys know. What channel is the match on? ITV, bro. Let's stop eating now. Mendy to take a throw in, folks. Takes it, and who does he find? He finds Ake. Ake in possession. Let me remove this. Fernandinho. And as you'd expect, City are a very good possession side, but Leicester are snapping at the heels, and, you know, Fernandinho just gets out of that one. And saying that it's given away cheaply by Manchester City. Keen to see how fluid the City team is, really, you know, considering there's been mass changes and whatnot. Very confident pass by Kasper Schmeichel to find Ryan Bertrand, who's done very well to find what appears to be a Jose Perez. That's poor from Maddison. Maddison does win a foul, however. He is looking for it. Pardon me, Gundogan with the first foul of the game. Big up the nation. Come on. I'm going to be listening to this while I work at DG. Let me know how Maddison's doing. Come on, Irvin. Shout all the 95ers and everyone trying to pay their bills and whatnot. And 1 minute and 30 seconds, Maddison looks like he's ready to take his free kick. Trust me. Big up the members and the mods and all of that sort of stuff, people. Make sure you've hit the like button. You've subscribed. You're subscribed on Twitch as well. Come on, Leicester. How long do you want for this set piece, man? Feels like 2 years ago when Maddison got fouled. Taken short to this left-hand side. It's here with Harvey Barnes. What can he do? Barnes puts it into the box. Mendy heads clear. It's fallen to Amati. He's got it to Sayinchu, who's giving it back to Amati. It's still in play. And City finally have the ball. But Gundogan's cleared it. But no, unlike City, no, it's gone nowhere, man. Oh, this might be a more open game than some people thought. And that's interesting for us. I mean, Leicester played a poor pass there and City done even worse to hold on to it. If Leicester win, will it influence the Maddison deal? Well, obviously, there's going to be a social media frenzy and whatnot, depending on what happens with the guy's performance. But probably, you know, if I'm Arsenal and Maddison's had a worse game here, it's not going to make it a world of difference. But I'll be there, mate. You can't really ask for it. Look, when he played City, what happened? Same way, if I'm Leicester and Maddison does a madness this game or we win it, like, listen, you're acting over the piece. Look what's going on. Kind of what Arsenal, rightly or wrongly, did with Xhaka. You know, they're saying, bro, I'm not being funny, but he had an okay season and he's doing all right at the Euros. You know, either up the price or forget about what's going on. DG always saying the truth, nothing but the truth. I mean, I'm not sure, but I'm appreciative of that. Would you take Isco, bro? Nah, maybe on a little loan thing if it gets to that and we don't do all these business moves that we're talking about, but nah. That's a myth. It's like asking me, will I take Coutinho on ability? Like Isco, yeah, but it's nah, man. We need to stop being that rebound girl, man. Ake's giving it back to his keeper, Stefan. City back themselves. Bloody hell. Fernandinho just about gets out of that. And it's here with Gundogan. Bloody hell. I guess this is why you play for City, because, you know, not all players can do this. Messi press conference tomorrow. Mad, you know. Imagine he comes out and says, Sykes, before I was leaving, I'm not leaving. It's here with Kasper Schmeichel. We're 4 minutes into the game, people. So far, it's been touchy-feely. Both teams have, I won't say threatened, but had a decent amount of the ball. To be fair, it's more open than I would have thought. Maybe it's a mixture of Leicester having a strong team and City starting their lesser players and squad players and things. But it's fairly open, man. Just like that, Leicester could have went clear. And City, the last couple bits and pieces, City have kind of struggled to get out their half and put some moves together. This game isn't streaming anywhere in the US. Links, that's a shame, man. People, if you're watching this via streams and that, either drop links or tell people where they can go to obviously watch the game. Arsenal can't be turning down Coutinho respectfully. Yeah, we can. The fuck? If it's anything other than a loan, forget that. That's tired, man. Because when he doesn't do the business and we have another overplaced player and then we start this whole saga, it's like Everton with James Rodriguez. You knew you was going to get shagged and left with that. I'm using my other laptop. We had a timer in the last stream, bro. Make sure you're here when it's on Twitch as well, and we're going to move towards that. But there's a problem when I'm trying to stream it. Well, basically, there's an issue with the camera now. So, is what is. He use his goals for the stream. Do you think over or under 3 goals, DG? I think under, but saying that probably going to be over now. Appreciate that, Paul. Well done on the awards, DG. Appreciate that. Would you take Ollie Watkins? I like him, but no. Free kick to Manchester City, folks. You know, City, Ruben Diaz talking. You know, this looks like one weird thing. It was like City are defending their own free kick. I mean, this is why Pep Guardiola's Pep Guardiola, because I'm sure there's a reason for this. I'm sure every City player is moaning for a specific reason at the ref. You've got Mendy, Mahrez, and Gundogan over it. I mean, it looks like Gundogan might try to chip it in. It's going to take a good effort. It has to be a fantastic effort from either Mendy or whatever. Bruno's... Oh, Gundogan went for goal. It was Gundogan. Aye. Very good effort. Very good save. 6 minutes and 15 seconds in. Fantastic effort from Gundogan. Aye, got it over. It's in, you know. Fantastic save. You know. Elite. Couldn't ask for more from both individuals. Big up Kasper Schmeichel. Must be nice having a reliable goalkeeper. You know, Kasper Schmeichel's not renowned for ball playing, but I've seen him calm on the ball. You know, and no one was gassing up Kasper Schmeichel his whole career. You know, let's be real, there was time when he was a Rebo. I know his dad, you know, we know his last name, but he's developed and developed. City, terrible. Lose the ball. I ain't said too much of the young players. Leicester City take the throw in, cannons off Mendy, and here it is with Jose Perez, who's found Maddison. Maddison does extremely well to hit a little Cruyff turn, smack it with his left peg over to this left-hand side where he's giving it to his teammate Harvey Barnes. Barnes, Telemans, don't lose it, Telemans. Tries to find Barnes again, no avail. City sweep up. Dyer says, keeper, come and collect, and things go well. DG Wednesday must be nice. Merch dropping, boy, I don't know. Do you think we could get Bernardo Silva? It must be nice to honestly believe in your football team if opportunities like that arose. Anything can happen in football, but Bernardo Silva, Aouar, Renato Sanchez, Maddison, all these guys are getting linked. I'm not seeing no one pull through the door. Like, you'll have to see, man. DG, go on slow mode or subscriber only mode. Ooh. That's a shout. Sub only mode. I know Twitch has that. Good ball from Ake into Ferran Torres. Ice! Ice! Was that indeed? Ice! Told him to hit the gym. Ferran Torres, no chance. Absolutely disarmed him, but City still have the ball. I think Romelu Lukaku is officially Manchester. He's officially a Chelsea player once again. But back to this game, 8 minutes and 50 seconds in, people. Mahrez. Gundogan. City. It was loading. And what do you see from Leicester? Game management. People managing themselves. Look at Kasper Schmeichel and other people. Calm down, relax. We know we're under the storm. We have to trust. Look at them playing out from the back against the team that's the best at this in the league. Trusting themselves, having the mental capacity to concede that sometimes you're going to lose it, but sometimes they're going to lose it. And once again, Mendy, who is a suspect individual, has done something very suspect. Absolutely disarmed him, bro. He did. Disarmed him. And it happens. There's nothing wrong with it. Maddison in possession. Maddison gets it back. Amati gives it back to his keeper, Schmeichel. Schmeichel with a Cruyff turn. Must be nice. Pops it off to his left back. It didn't quite work, but the intention was there. Must be nice. Cianchu probably just needs to hook that. Does hook it. It looks like it cannoned off a City man, and it'll be a Leicester throw. Must be nice. Pep is under so much pressure to win without any goal scorers. He needs more help. Hopefully that results in Harry Kane signing for the club. Telemans. Soyuncu. 10:40 on the clock, folks. "11 minutes into this game. It's still 0-0. Both teams have been trying to feel each other out. You know, I ain't saying that there's been any nervy moments, apart from Gundogan's fantastic effort and likewise a fantastic save from Kasper Schmeichel. You know, I would actually say Leicester have been the stronger team. It feels like they've had more of the ball, really. Good play from them. It's now here. It's found its way all the way to Harvey Barnes. Barnes. Very poor from Barnes, I feel, but Bertrand's done something. He's gone round him. Is that a corner? Leicester City corner. That's good play from Leicester, to be fair with you. Ryan Bertrand going to take a set piece. All right. "12 minutes into this game, people. It's still 0-0 between 0-0. That didn't sound right, between both teams. Bertrand with a ball into the box. It's a good ball, but it's headed well from City. They're appealing for an offside flag. Is it going to be risen? No. Play continues. Telemans ball into the box. Once again dealt with. Maddison has his pocket picked, but Telemans is there to sweep up, and that will help City get out. Paul, it feels amazing to be an invincible, and we scored 43. Maddison does well to find Bertrand. Bertrand tries to find Vardy. I haven't said Vardy's name too many times. Still only at 94 likes, people. What's going on there? City are the kind of team that mostly only win when they outplay the opponent. They need someone who can bail them out on their off days. Facts. You know, City at the times have been under the cushion, under the spell. Obviously, because a byproduct is City are not that they're not used to it, but 9 times out of 10, you know, out the 38 periods in the Premier League, there's only a handful of times that's going to happen. Respectfully to Leicester, they're used to being under the cosh defensively, units being there, so they're not necessarily panicked with that, you know. And on top of that, you've got a street smart manager with a number of street smart individuals within the team. Not necessarily through age. Telemans, you know, he's not the oldest in the team, but he's significantly more experienced, one of the most experienced, you know. Maddison, he's had his time at Norwich, he's adjusted into this thing. Vardy, it doesn't need to be explained. But most importantly, the manager has some damn clarity over what he's trying to do. Must be nice. Maddison looked like he was fouled there. Ref says no. That actually looked like a foul. I think he's gone down too easily. I mean, what we saying, 50, 60? Run up the likes like my homie Dwight is saying. Apparently, Aston Villa didn't want Grealish to go to City. They'd rather him go to United. Allegedly, because there was some swap things happening, and they probably thought they could somehow finesse more money out of you lot. Really. Harvey Barnes, that looked like a handball. Play continues yet again. And this, look at you see from Rodgers. Calm down. Calm down. Ain't seen too much of the younger City players, to be fair to you. Haven't seen too much of Mendy. You know, I haven't seen too much of a lot of guys, really. Good afternoon, DG. Hope you're feeling well. Been enjoying the outdoor summer days here in New York. Madison pop picketed Madison out. Hey, man, he's calm. Adoze's looks for Mendy. Mendy's put a decent ball into the box, to be fair with you. And Soyuncu, I don't know if he meant to do that, but he's dealt with it. This highlight thing they keep doing is annoying. It's a good ball in from Mendy, and I'm sure Schmeichel would have thought they could have communicated a bit better, really, because they made it more of a problem than it was. What I mean. But 103 likes, people. Can we start the assault towards 200? Gundogan ball into the box. Boy, it's falling to Mahrez. Mahrez licks it. Nah. Not close to scoring for his against his old team, better yet at all. Make sure you're subbed on Twitch, people, and you're following on Twitch as well. We're at 1.2 followers. Journey to 5k subscribers on Twitch continues. DG, what are your expectations for Martinelli next season? Surely it's his season next season. What I expect is him to be given the opportunity to play significantly, and then we can take it from there. Really, the man ain't getting a chance. I ref. Oh, dark hearts at his finest, but he got grabbed. Harvey Barnes. I'm sure he's not open to swapping his shirt 16 minutes and 30 seconds into a game. The ball weren't even played, and he's being pulled down. Cancelo with the dark hearts. Pep doesn't think it's a foul. Crazy. If he plays, become as vital to the team as you've seen Smith Rowe in these 6 months and what Saka's done. That's it. Because I do think, I love Martinelli, but I'm sure United fans see it with Greenwood. When you get past your admiration, there's a lot for these young lads to work on. And we've got to give them scope. High foot from Palmer. Play continues. Didn't think that helped Leicester, but they're bopping it, and it has. Oof. This keeper, the City's keeper, I think if they bang it, they might score, because that shouldn't even be a corner. Vardy loading. Make sure you're checking out the DG merch as well. I appreciate you for dropping that in there, Prince. Symbolic of that, I have to drop my thing in there as well, man. I have to be the one to copy and paste in there as well. Who do you think will win the Champions League, broski? I don't know, man. We have to really see. We have to assess what's going on, man. I mean, if PSG get Messi, they hold on to Mbappe for at least a year and all these things, then they have to win it, really. There shouldn't be anyone else. Obviously, Juventus, they've got a decent team and they got Cristiano. Crazy. Ball into the box corner for Leicester. Headed away yet again by City, but it's not dead yet. Soyuncu keeps it alive. Fernandinho says none of that. Oh, Telemans miskicked it, and City should be counter-attacking there. Mendy's punched it. It's probably forced Mahrez out too wide, and you can see Leicester have got City numbers back, but it's Mahrez. You knew he wanted to wrap his foot around it. That should be a corner, but the ball from Mendy wasn't good enough. And to be fair, I don't think it was really Mendy's fault. Doze, it's got to work there, man. That's the thing. Mendy has overhit it. Needs to put that in front of Mahrez. It's forced him out wide, and that actually allowed Leicester City to just slow him down. Thus, hope that's the word. Thus, resulting in this corner. Thoughts on Barnes, DG? I like him, man. He's positive. He's not really my cup of tea. I need to see a bit more, like a real breakout. But I like him. He's dangerous on the counter attack. He's not the most exciting to watch, but he's an honest footballer. He'll work his socks off. He did get you goals and assists. He's positive. I like him, man. He's a decent player, man. Bro, Mahrez, them as a fullback, the Mahrez sort of wingers, they're the worst to play because the way them man dribble, you think you can nick it. You try and nick it, you get patterned. So you just stand off. You don't really know what he's on. You just have to, them sort of man, you just have to be humble and accept you can't win the ball. You just have to guide them into situations. Not a lot of football fans understand one part of defending is not necessarily, sometimes a defender can defend against a player who is too good, too strong, too fast, everything. Sometimes you have to just be respectful of that and just slow them down, just, guide them out wide, just do them sort of things there. And Mahrez is someone you've got to do like that. Double up against him, make him run inside into blind alleys. Even doing all of that makes it difficult, but you get the point. I don't think Jose Perez is a false image because, in my knowledge, no one's ever really rated him. We're 20 minutes and 10 seconds in, and nobody's ever rated him like that, like sort of thing. Will you do a watch along for an all-Ireland final? How? What's that in the Irish League? I don't think I got access to them things there. Fernandinho, Gundogan, Mendy. To be fair, Mendy's been up for this game more than his teammates. I think the young boys got to get involved a bit more. I think Cancelo needs to as well, Carl. You could offer something. I ain't seen you. Normally, you're flying forward. I think Ake's done all right on the ball. Yeah, that's something that's annoying me. Yo, I tried to watch the FM on Twitch, but I couldn't because I'm not a sub. When's it coming out on YouTube? Soon, Lamb, but I don't know why it's doing that. Because when I look at the permissions, it says everyone, whether you're a subscriber, whatever you are, you should be able to watch it. It's quite jarring. I don't know what's going on in that regards, man. Pep doesn't iron his clothes on match days. Them creases on his back are mad. To be fair to you, I'm sure it is ironed, but come on, be realistic. Them and they are wearing coats and hoodies and jumping up in seats and out of seats. You're gonna get creases, man. You know, unless you're the queen or something and you're just standing still, not doing that, you're not gonna get creases. City's fullbacks are tucked in proper. Trust me. Maybe it's a way of, if you tuck in, then it kind of helps you defend the wide problems that Leicester have. Maybe they're being a bit respectful of the fact that Leicester on the counter are bookie. Fernandinho in possession. Oish, that's a ball. It was read by Ryan Bertrand. Does well. Soyuncu. Do you know what? Both them City players did well there. Especially Ryan Bertrand. Fullback union. Soyuncu. Don't make me eat my words. Cole Palmer pressing him. And, to be fair to you, Soyuncu could have got rid of that quicker. And that's the first real positive bit of play I've seen from young Cole Palmer, man. Just not allowing them out of there. Would you take Aguero for a year? Bro, come on now. Would he take us, bro? The art of defending, showing the attacker a space he can't resist going into, even if he doesn't want to. Then you close him down. Subtle art. Exactly. But everyone just sees the madman defending, the weights in guys and the colossal last-ditch tackle and all of that. Like, that's all part of defending as well, of course. But that's the movie stuff. Like I always say, you see it all the time. A centre-half might have read a situation. He's just intercepted the ball or done something in terms of his positioning to not make it a thing. But if he's out of position, people will rather praise him for doing a madness in that regards. And obviously, we was going off tangent there. Leicester should really be a goal ahead. It was fantastic play, ending with Jose Perez. It was begging to go either side of the keeper, and it didn't. It's a fantastic ball from Maddison as well. That's what he could bring to the carpet. And at the Emirates, that ball is zinging even more in front of someone because we water it the right way. And Jose Perez, I don't think he knows too much about that, but he has to put that in. They're young, so I understand, but City's youth are slowing the flow of their build-up. Exactly that. It's not really them because there's not really much on it, but exactly that. But it's the levels, man. Cole Palmer, he just tried to do a little bit of skill. That probably works at 23's level. It didn't pop now. And he might be made to pay for it. No, he isn't, because Barnes it's complete pandemonium, people. Barnes has an effort which crashes in. Vardy has the same thing. Cole Palmer, this is what I'm saying. Football is different. These levels, it's more speed of thought. It's nothing to do with ability. He can hold his own. It's speed of thought. You need to know what you're doing when the ball comes to you in the 30th minute from the 20th. People don't get it. It's like PlayStation right now for me. It's all da-da-da-da-da. I guess psychologically, there's a bit of psychological efforts in that as well. But you wouldn't play if you weren't ready. Like Wenger said, if you're 19 and you're not ready, it's an issue. And Pep understands that. Technically, he's ready. It's just about speed of thought and all of this. This is what a lot of these young players go through, especially when you're at these teams where you're bullying every other team you play. He's a good player, though, man. Very good player. I've seen him bully Arsenal's young players. Very good player. Out here with the young Sam Edozie. What's he going to do? Tries to sell Pereira a dream, says leave it. He's got to do a bit more. I ain't really seen you. Maddison gives it to Pereira. Pereira caught lacking. Skips clear of the attacker who tried to press him. Maddison, show us some levs. Maddison, see, quickly distributed it to the other side. Ryan Bertrand. Maddison calling for it again. You see what you can get, man. Want the ball, bro. Must be nice. Wants the ball. Wants to play it forward. Not standing next to the opponents where you're still asking for it. Look at Telemans. Wants it. Dangerous areas, man. 25 minutes in. I love it. Leicester bopping it. Oi! Maddison. I got red. It got red. Ake. Amazing. Lovely play from Leicester. I did feel they could have palmed it off to the left-hand side and slowed it down a bit. But lovely play. Lovely play. Please make sure we're hitting that like button and we're doing everything like that, people. Ruben Diaz in possession. Yeah, Perez is probably going to score now that we're questioning him. Such is life. 113 likes, people. Keep moving that up. 14, better yet. What do you lot make of the first 25 minutes and 50 seconds, folks? Because, yeah, I'd love to just hear what you lot are saying. You know, I see you lot talking about the fullbacks and, you know, we've seen some opinions on the youth. I feel the more experienced players could do a bit more. Like, I'm seeing Mendy on the ball more than the City, the man that are paid to do that, really. The Gundogan's and that. Fair enough. Mendy's hella inverted. Hey, Wrongens, coaching staff, if you're watching this, see how Mendy's bare inverted and he's basically going centre mid. That's the blueprint, man. Defending is overrated. I don't want to do it no more, man. But suddenly, I can't lie, you put me on the wing. It's a struggle. Suddenly, it's different when man are looking at you to get 10 goals, 10 assists. That's a mazza. The City young G's are scared to put a foot wrong, probably, but that's what you got to go through. It's like, I'm not saying Balogun's going to do this, but this is why when people expect a lot of, you know, Martinelli, Greenwood, you know, man are saying sell Lacazette and Aubameyang and play Balogun. I'm not saying they're wrong, but bro, these lot haven't even played 90 minutes properly, let alone 10 games. So you need to allow it. And that's a thing, a byproduct of, I always say it, this buzzword in potential, where a lot of people don't understand development, realizing potential. The fact that these players are very young, you know, and it's very hard. As much as we talk like it's easy, it's very hard. Like, no matter how good you are, it's really hard. People forget, like, no matter how good Coyle might be, man are playing guys like Telemans, Maddison, Dons who have played for their country, played over 100 professional games. City might score here. You get the point, but Doze, man, you've got to do better than that, bro. He's still young, but you've got to do better than that. That's absolutely terrible. He shanks it with his left foot. I reckon if he's playing at 23's level, he has the composure to control that, probably cut in and that. But like he said, scared to put a foot wrong, man. That was a mad thing, blood. Boy. Dark arts again from Cancelo. Can't lie, I think Vardy's going to do him on a sly. Bro, Amari Forson's a baller, G1. Baller. Hope he gets all the opportunities. Barnes isn't happy, saying now is that a foul on that? Where's my signings for my club? Sorry, folks. Started randomly daydreaming about the lack of signings. Apologies, people. Anyways, it's still 0-0 in this clash. 28:40 on the clock. Ake almost gets caught lacking. He gives it to Stefan. Just off the runs he makes and the way he moves, Doyle gives me Emil Smith-Rowe vibes. He's a good player. Again, making it at City's tough. What's not in doubt? I don't know if you're making it at City, but I know he's got a career. And there's no shame in that. Sancho had to leave at the time. There's many variables. Man left, and now he's a Premier League baller. Them things are always going to happen at Chelsea and City perspective, especially in my opinion, you know. Because of the way United and Arsenal obviously are, it's definitely where Arsenal's concerned, you know. A lot of young players are getting chances. Like, and again, as much as I like, you know, Maitland-Niles, Joe Willock, Reece Nelson, all them sort of Haaland boys, you know, better players haven't really had them opportunities because I'm sure certain other guys would have grabbed it. Do you get what I'm saying? So again, the better your team gets, the harder it is to give opportunities like that. But they've got opportunities today to take. Vardy in possession, gets his skillers on. Jose Perez again, speed of thought. You see, you're seeing it now. These young players, man are trying to go to Perez's left hand side. He's putting it on his right again. It's just speed of thought. It's difficult. Them man, they ain't gone through this before. It's all a proactive thing. It's not just about what you're waiting for the ball to come to feet and stuff like that. Guys are doing, even the footballers you call shit. Guys are doing things for a specific reason. And more time is what you do off the ball that makes the difference, man. But most football fans don't understand these things. Schmeichel tries to palm it off to Bertrand. It doesn't quite work out. Share up the thing. Yeah, man. Do you know what? I'll get the FPL thing sorted this week. I know we're running it close. I'll get this. I'll give you like at least 3 days advance. Can't lie, I don't even want to play with you lot because I always end up getting rubbed out. Like I'm all having to press the second page to see where my team is in. That you lot always call your team some mad names and you lot always catch them waves. That I don't know. Let's just say Ivan Toney scores in the first 8 games of the season, or some of you knew at the right time when to mysteriously put Joe Willock in the team, and you lot are bugged, man. But we will do that. Gundogan flicks it on. What I've liked about Leicester, they're on the first and second battles. And when you've got a technical side, you've either got, you can't scare City from playing, but you've got to be snap at the heels. And this is, like I said, speed of thought. City could have broke. You know, Cole Palmer, a very cultured footballer, took his first touch like if I was playing there. And Leicester on the counter-attack. I can't lie, I think he might get clipped at half-time. Cole might survive. I definitely think one of these young players are getting clipped at half-time. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Man, them are just not ready right now. Corner to Leicester. Who do you think is playing the best in the match? Leicester. I'd say Brendan Rodgers would be the happier of the managers if the game ended now and they went and talked about the game. I don't think, you know, I always put my shoes in the feet of if I was a Leicester player or if I was a Leicester fullback, because I'm a Sunday League fullback. If I'm Ryan Bertrand and I hear, obviously, it's not a full strength City team, but for the team City is, if I hear, you know, if I hear all these things about them, they ain't tested me. I ain't got to see why these wingers and these guys are paid big money and idolized and part of this whole dynasty thing. So I'm laughing. But I think Leicester City, well, they're both City. Leicester have been the stronger, and it's a corner again. Leicester put a ball into the box. What's going to happen here? Ake gets his head onto it. Telemann fluffs his lines. It's not the first time that's happened to him today, you know. Ball back into the box. Cole Palmer, what are you going to do? Don't lose it. Ref, that's a foul. Mahrez absolutely... Whoa. It's not a foul. Whoa. The link-up play down Leicester's left flank is looking very nice. Amen. That's where they're looking a bit stronger. You want to see probably a bit more from the right-hand side, man. Right, 125 likes, people. We're not quite there yet, but we're making progress. Which player do you think is playing the best in this match? Ooh. Yeah, what do you lot think, people? Let me think. Part of me thinks Barnes, you know. Mahrez gets fouled again. I think Barnes has looked sharp. I think Ryan Bertrand's looked good, you know. He's backed himself every time Kasper Schmeichel's palmed that off. I think Maddison took a while to wake up, and then he's done a couple 1-2 things. I'd probably say between Barnes and Bertrand, really, because I agree that left-hand side looks like the area. I'm not sure, you know. I'd probably say Barnes still, like. But it's not one of them where it's like, man, are playing mad, like they're playing crazy and stuff. He's just playing positive. So, yeah, probably one of the left-hand side. Maybe Schmeichel for that big save. Oh, this is more of that Cole Palmer. Lovely flick from Cole Palmer. Them things there, I hope it gives him some confidence. It's here with the other young player who almost fluffs his lines, runs into a cul-de-sac and gets away. Go on, son. Go on, young guy, man. Didn't get anywhere, but that's what you need, man. Build your confidence up. It's here with Maddison. Maddison, watch now. Dwells too long on the ball. Somehow evades Gundogan and Mendy. Are you watching? Edu, are you watching? Are you watching? I'm gassing it, but are you watching? Hand that transfer request in Maddison. I know London looks wavy. Maybe not, you know, I know there's not that many fans in the ground, but London's wavy, man. And for the pay packet you're on, London is wavy. I know you've got a young family and stuff, so stability is everything, really. It might be obviously it's the life of a footballer, but it might be a tough ask to move his wife or girlfriend and a newborn and all of these things. And you'd be surprised how many footballers' careers are dictated purely on family life. But we'll see what happens in this window. 10 minutes until the end of the first half. Leicester 0, Man City 0. Want to see a bit more, man. I want to see how Grealish does same, man. I think Grealish on at half time. 60 minutes tops. Because he might not want to kill the young G's confidence. He might do a little, you get 10 minutes of the second half, then we have to change it up. I don't know. Mendy in possession, though, folks. What's Mendy going to do? Benjamin Mendy. I'm liking Barnes. Pep said Grealish could play striker. Scary times. This man is going to evolve Jack into something different. Of course, he could play up front. Any of them attacking players could play through the middle. If Gundogan can do it, if Kevin can do it, why can't Grealish? Because you look at Grealish, obviously goals and assists, but you look at his pressing metrics, his final third metrics, they're all quite high, especially in comparison to his new City teammates. So, of course, he could do it. It's scary. He's going to play 9, 10, 8.5, 8. Probably everything but a number 6. Mahrez has bought a foul off Sayinchu. They're very naive for Sayinchu. You could tell Mahrez was looking to buy that. Instead of pursuing Maddison, Arsenal should put all that money into Schmeichel. 60, 70 million on Schmeichel. As much as I rate Schmeichel, you're bugging, bro. But I hear you. Man, I'm forgetting Grealish might be on a tight leash. We just don't know. Nah, man. He's going to enjoy it because, one thing is Grealish don't know how good he can be. And what I mean is Pep Guardiola, he just makes these lot see football different. Like, Grealish is going to look at it different. Like, you're going to see a different Grealish. Of course, I hear you, though. Gundogan ball into the box, to the back post. It's kept alive. It's dealt with now. It's here with Mendy. Dead cross. Maddison still in. Mahrez with a bit of dark arts. 37-18 on the clock, people. Which City player is playing the best? To be fair, I think Fernandinho's silently gone about his business as someone in his position always does. You're never going to get praised. To be fair with you, Mendy's look good. I won't lie. I have to be real. Mendy's look good. I think Ake's done okay. I'd say Mendy, to be fair. Like, I can't, in your role, I can't ask you to do more. I genuinely forgot Ferran Torres was playing. Jose's been fouled. City are trying to think. Somehow City have, I don't know how, but they've done something. Pereira has saved his team. Looks to palm it into the channels. Vardy can't make it stick. And this is what I mean. Ake's just silently gone about his job. Read Vardy's runs, done his little thing on the ball. It's not over to the fat lady sings, but yeah, man. That's what I think. Ruben Diaz finds Ake. Ake to Mendy. Mendy inside. Fernandinho. Oh, overcooked it. The idea is right, but overcooked. I think Ake or Diaz has been the best for City, and we need to shout Pereira for Leicester as well. To be fair, yeah. I have to discount it. He's playing against someone out of their comfort zone right now, learning the tricks and trades of the game, but I hear it. Be different if he slaps on Grealish left wing quickly. My guess is he keeps Cole Palmer on. My man, Adoze is going to get hooked at half time, but both could probably just play first 15. Kasper Schmeichel miskicks it. Pereira mops up and is here with Telemans. Telemans forward. It must be nice, man, seeing a pass and just doing it. People not having to pass to every damn player on the football field. 100% DG Ake has done his thing. Maddison's got caught unnecessarily in possession and City could break. It's here with Gundogan. It's 4-1-2. It's a poor pass from Gundogan in truth, and it's gone to the Young G. The Young G's probably going to end up making the wrong decision. He's done well to just hold on to it, though, and find Mendy. Mendy's put a decent ball into the box. It's creeped over to this back post. It's kept trickling out. Mahrez has kept it. Oh, bloody hell. There's been a foul given against Man City. To be fair with you, no intention from Cole Palmer, but yeah, that is going to be a sore one from Ryan Bertrand. He's just caught a stray hand. That one there, it's one of them, and it feels hot, people, like it burns. It's one of them ones. Bertrand's been good, man. Been good. I mean, should I play devil's advocate? I mean, allegedly, Arsenal, we could say as much as we criticize the club, Arsenal tried to get that deal done. Fans didn't want it. You know me, I love a good old devil's advocate. Please make sure you're subscribing on YouTube. You're subscribing on Twitch. The journey to 5K on Twitch keeps going. The journey to 50K on YouTube keeps going as well. Personally, I don't even know where I'm at, man. Last time I saw, like 200 and some change. 39. Well, I'm so focused on 50. I'm forgetting about the 40. And Pep Guardiola's been very vocal in his criticism. I thought for a sec the ref was going to walk over and card someone. Long ball forward by Leicester. Cancelo gets his head on it. Yet again, Ake does his job. Fernandinho in possession. Better play from City's younger players now. 39K 264. We're doing all right, man. Southampton slowly selling off their players. They could get relegated. Bro, I've said I think Southampton might be in a relegation battle purely because any team, Pep's been given a yellow card. Any team that doesn't have a recognized striker, you're in trouble. If you're a title winning side, you ain't got someone that scores a goal. It's like saying you're a United fan, bro. If you don't have Andy Cole and Van Persie and Rooney and these guys, it doesn't matter, does it? If you're trying to stay in the league, we've seen what a difference can be. Remember when Tevez did his thing for West Ham, If you're trying to get mid-table, these things make the difference. They literally win games. So, yeah, I agree. Dangerous territory. But surely they get someone. They've been linked with Adam Armstrong of Blackburn last time I checked. He's a decent striker. Feel it for Newcastle because between him and Ivan Toney, if they ain't got sell-on clauses, they could have missed out on a windfall. Be keen to see how Toney gets on in the Prem as well. It's here with Cole Palmer. Oi! Someone got ripped. Cole Palmer. I told you, he's cheeky with it. He lovely drop of the shoulder. He plays football how I like it, man. Don't get it twisted. I love all the Brazilian skillers and that, but sometimes I like the elegance. Like, I'm going that way. No, safe. Sold him a dream. Them little things there, confidence builders, man. Might need to go out on loan for a year. I think they should look to palm him off to a Dutch club, man. You look at Mason Mount, you look at Cantwell. These sort of loans, man, they never get spoken about. If they can find the right club for Cole Palmer, let him know that I have to do this 10 games in a row. It's different, but he's got his confidence. I think he might make it to the 60th minute. He's defo grown. Like G1 said, it's like he's not scared. At the start, man, are scared to make mistakes. Then you've got to take that risk because you might not play again. Certain managers would rather you make mistakes. Certain managers in this game, in football, maybe not so much with Pep, they don't want you to thingy. Like, they don't want you to take no risk. But if I'm Pep, I probably believe I'd rather you take an opportunity, miss it, than not, because that means you're thinking of the right things. Obviously, balance, and he's probably tried to do too much there and gifted it needlessly back to Leicester. Bendy's done well to step in, and Cole Palmer's got it. Ref says play on. Ferran Torres shapes up to shoot, palms it to Edoze. Edoze, not the best of passes from Ferran Torres. He comes inside, loses it unnecessarily. Gundogan gets it, though. And someone of Gundogan's quality should be doing better. Hello, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Now we're both just staring at the screen confused as to what the hell's going on, innit? Are you asking me on my live stream what am I doing here? That's like when people ring your phone and they say, who's this, bro? You called. Or just like today in my live stream when I said the Amazon driver has delivered a package and he's saying, who am I? Like, I need to show ID. Bro, you need to show ID, bro. Give me the thing. Bust out. Oh, what am I doing here? I'm waiting for your beanie still, man. We're trying to go Shoreditch and that, man. 2-for-1 cocktails and all that business. Get the hell out of here with that. I'm just staring at, bro, what are you doing, man? Let's be real, man. Allow me, man. 44 minutes on this clock. It's still 0-0, though. One love to everybody watching the game and listening through me as well. I appreciate you lot. Mendy in possession. Gundogan, back to Mendy. Mendy. Fernandinho. And one thing I'm cautious to see with City, how are they going to cope with their preseason preparations? Because like we said, bro, they're man there. They've been playing Euros, Copa America, Olympic, this, that, and the third, Is that going to play a part? Is Grealish going to start life to City quicker than we thought? It's very end-to-end in this game, and here it is with Maddison. Maddison, watch. What's he going to do? Can he pick out the right pass? I don't think he's given Harvey Barnes anything to work with there, and as you saw, Harvey Barnes lost it cheaply on his own accord, but it wasn't going to work there. Ryan Bertrand, who's having a good game. Forward. Do it for the left-backs, man. Left-back nation. Gives it to Maddison. Maddison's done well. Plays Barnes. Barnes floats it in. Ake. Vardy, big boy save from Stefan. I don't think he knew too much about that. I'm sure if you're Vardy, you're probably kicking yourself because he could have done a bit better. He slightly miskicked it. It looks like it's got the faintest of touches from Stefan in his palm, the post. That's probably Leicester's best chance. That's probably the best chance of the game to go with Gundogan's free kick. Very good play from Leicester. Very good end-to-end. Good game. Very good game. Oi. Must be nice. It must be nice being Leicester, regardless of how good City are, may or may not be having a goal. Certain man, City would probably score 3 goals, and people say, "Oh, well, at least they didn't get 4 in the game. We're building something here." It's mentality, man. Look at these Leicester players with respect. Half of them are nothing to write home about, and I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm actually saying that to praise them. It tells you what people that understand football, as purists, understand. Football is about trying, about doing, fighting for your fellow teammate and taking it from there. Lovely from Mahrez, Gundogan, Edoze. Come on, poor pass. Come on, you've got to do better. And that brings an end to the first half, folks. 0-0. Vardy should have banged that. I enjoy games like this. Someone should swap Renison and Stefan. The American Wall. Fantastic play from Leicester. Maddison, watch. Maddison Sly going to lose the ball. He does well. Barnes does well. City, Mendy Sly went to sleep there. As a fullback, he's gone to sleep. That would have been not your fault, but I would have felt that's me. To be fair, I'm doing Stefan the disjustice. In real time, it looked like it just grazed his foot or something. He's actually got a fingertip to that. I can't lie. He's done some shaky things this game. But as you see, back up. Calm, back up. What are you lot's thoughts on the game, people? Get your thoughts and all of these things in. Man is saying Edoze is out of his depth. Not going to lie. To be fair, he is, man. He's a young bull. Nothing but academy football. You're asking him to play against one of the best and most consistent teams in the Prem in a cup final. Like, you wouldn't play if I'm about to say Arteta, if Pep didn't somewhat think you're ready. But this is what you got to learn, because you're not going to learn that in the 23s. He might feel down that, yeah, I'm not badding it up, I'm not looking good, my family's watching. But the bright side of this is you have more self-awareness. Things you thought that you was bad at, you might actually be good at now. Things that you thought you was good at and thought that, like, that's what I'm about. You could have, through playing Pereira, you see that that's not level. So now you know what you need to work on. I don't feel 23s always prepares guys for this, because I'm sure Cole Palmer and Edoze, them man there are beating up teams they're playing. They're doing hella skills. They're scoring hella goals, hella assists. You don't necessarily see the full picture of what football's about. Teams, individuals, 100%. But as you lot know, it's balance. You need individualism. You're not going to do anything without a team. We've all seen good teams, they ain't got the individuals to go to the next level. We have seen teams put together that on paper it's wavy, it's like some Harlem Globetrotters thing, but they haven't got through, whether it's team collective tactics, a team spirit, them sort of things, that lets them down. Football's such a simple game, but very complex. It's lovely to speak with you lot about it, man. We got DG just passing through with a light. Jay, I appreciate that. Shout all the members, man. I hope everyone's doing well and safe. I hope everyone's got their health once again. Very good half of football. Grealish coming on will be a massive game changer. Edoze is getting hooked. Ake was here in a headlight. Good explanation. The Peanut Gooner says the American Wolf facts. Leicester are a great footy team. Bro, they're doing their thing. And that's the fear I have with Arteta, because you look at Rodgers at Liverpool. Clearly, it didn't bang. Clearly, he got many things wrong. But it's like, them little things he got wrong, Leicester indirectly. Obviously, they didn't know this, but they're benefiting for it. That's where I feel with Arteta, in that he might be just propaganda, but he might actually be levels one day. But him doing his bewildering things here, he's going to learn his lessons and apply them elsewhere. That's the problem we're starting to look at. The Renaissance. Is it the Renaissance? This looks like a good movie with Wolverine. Spooky, though. I'm seeing a guy about to mosh a girl and he's getting hit with something. That movie looks spooky. I ain't watching that by myself. I ain't watching that too late as well. I've seen enough. City need Grealish on. The FA Cup winners have won the Community Shield in 5 of the last 6 campaigns. Could that be a good hoodoo for Leicester? I don't know. Edoze is cold. The magnitude of the game has just grown on him a little. Exactly. There's no shame in that. I remember Chelsea fans gassing Hudson, not gassing it because we've all done it. Play Hudson-Odoi. Play Hudson-Odoi. He got to start against Liverpool. Some fans were just turning on him. It's like Arsenal fans. Play Reece Nelson. Play Reece Nelson off that German league. Not seeing the full picture. And I can't blame them for being excited for being excited. But we just, like I said, I think people underestimate just how hard this game of football is at this level. Come on. Keep pressing the like. Come on. We should be at 200. We should be at 200 likes. Come on, people. Hit the like. Doing DG dirty right now. You always do it, man. That's why I prefer the Twitch bunch. Twitch gang would never do this, man. YouTube don't appreciate me, man. I feel like Harry Kane at Spurs. I might just hand in a transfer request. Make sure you're all supporting the man DG, Mr. Goal of the season. Yeah. 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 Couldn't get this out. Oh, you see the ones there? Year of the Goats, man. Couldn't get that at my old club. Now I just get silverware. Anyone who wants to make the move, come on. Trying to sign some players and that. Twitch was a vibe earlier. Trust me, YouTube's bad vibes, but man are coming into my live stream and asking me who I am and that. Like, hey, so what's all of this? DG got more trophies than Kane. It's mental. Trust. Both sides' qualities are evident. Nice to see proper football. Trust. Good quality for what is technically still a pre-season match in regards to fitness and team cohesion. Both of which you can see is not 100%. Definitely where City are. Probably where Leicester are as well. But fundamentally, good game. Very good game. You lot are right in that regards. And I'm kind of happy in that regards, really, because no one's really, I'm sure if you asked every Premier League manager, they would all not be happy with how pre-seasons panned out like they wasn't last year. That's always my fear. Are we going to see a good quality game? And not the most amazing of games, but, you know, it's not one of them where it's just a bore. You're begging for it to be over and things. Hennessy gummy bears. Why they doing too much? I know that ain't lit. Deluded, what's your Insta? Because when I type in Deluded Gooner 04, nothing comes up and your name don't show up when you get tagged. What's going on there? The Instagram gods are getting at me. Let me see, man. Big up Amari Forson for signing that deal as well. But what was we doing again? Insta. This is so bad, I don't even know. Yeah, Deluded Gooner 04, bro. They're doing me dirty because that's my thing. Would you say City not having most players due to Euros, Copa America is affecting their team cohesion? 100%. That's what I've been alluding to and saying, yeah. We saved your career on YouTube. 100%, Marcus, you lot did. But you lot are not supporting the thing now with it, you know. It's not about then, it's about now. But appreciative, you know. I'm very respectful of that, you know. But like Tino said, it was a vibe. It was a vibe. Some of you, like you said, Marcus, you lot, you sane ones, migrate to Twitch as well. As much as we've got the good ones here in YouTube, we've got the madman out here as well. Like I said, got people asking me whose live stream is this? What's going on? Comments are behaving, man. That's the Insta. Yeah, the Insta's there, man. I don't know why I'm getting done dirty in that regards. Let me also send that link, but you spell it. I've just dropped the link in there. Obviously, people, make sure you've also set your reminders for the Spurs versus Arsenal watch along tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. UK time. Obviously, I'm going live half an hour before kickoff. So, again, whatever country you lot are living in, adjust that. You're a great salesman, DG. I don't know about that. I ain't trying to sell you lot nothing, man. Just here to talk the truth. For real, Twitch is defo better. DG, Kevin De Bruyne or Ozil? Ozil in his prime. But I'm always going to say that. Diego Lopez is giving Brentford problems in their first pre-season game. Villarreal winning 1-0. I'm so sure I've got that recorded so we can do our little scouting. But yeah, what did you lot feel of the game as well? Keep the opinions coming in. Keep your opinions on the individuals. You know, we're all doing Maddison watch. For me, we're gassing it if we right to the cows come home about Maddison. There's been some good passes, but this game's hardly gonna be in his career highlights. Let's be real. With respect, there's nothing wrong with that. But what did you lot feel of that? I think Ryan Bertrand, if I'm a Leicester fan, we've signed him. I'm not sure all Leicester fans would have universally agreed this was someone to bring in for whatever reason, but he's playing well. And for Ryan Bertrand, it's good. He's worked with him before. He's at a team in his career where they're going forward. You know, he's worked with the gaffer before. I'm sure that's always a good thing. I want to see Samore. Man said, "What are you doing here? Trust me." Arsenal have not shown this type of flow so far. While in preseason, the closer to the start of the season, these matches demand raising the level. Arsenal will need to do that Sunday at Spurs. Can't add anything onto it. You took it there. See, facts, and more facts. So yeah, you lot are right, man. Gonna well, right. It looks weird with the green screen there, innit? I look booky, like invisible. Yeah, they ain't banging. But yeah, wait. Sorry, be mature, man. You're doing a live stream and that. But people, quick little water break. Refill of the water, and I'll be right back, man. So yeah, keep your opinions and them things coming in. And yeah, man, it is what it is in that regards. Let me go and do that.
Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.
We're back, man. Back again, folks. Back again. Deluded Gooner for Pusscast. Oh, hey, man. You look pretty, man. It's a shame you're going to give it a day or two. You're going to get thrown with the other trophies. Personally feel we should have won the football blacklist last year, but it's all right. We move, man. DG with a mystery space age drink. Prime Etu every day. Who you lot talking about? I'm going to say Eto, but people can't talk like Shevchenko was a dud. So I'd go with Eto. But if people said Shevchenko was better, it can run. But Eto, I'm probably more emotionally attached to Samuel. Lovely footballer. I think Maddison is great, but Arsenal don't show the right ambition to get him. No money, no honey, unfortunately. Maddison is a baller, but this low light game for him still wouldn't pay 70 million for him. Fair play. I appreciate that, Paul. Wish you had something to say with that, but I appreciate that donation. Shout out to you, man. Deluded and who is he on the pitch? Give me that, soak it up and let me breathe it in. All right, bro. My guy. Come on. Jack Grealish, I don't think he's going to quite come on. Seems like he's taking his place on the bench once again. Maybe it's a 60-minute job. Who knows? 155 likes, people. Were so close, but so far. I'll never forget that. Someone really tried to say Quaresma is better than Kaka. The disrespect, man. It seems like everyone's pissed to be on the bench. I would be too. It's nice to see Grealish. Well, he's been there a couple of days, but, you know, talking with everyone, cool with the English guys, chatting to the other guys. Seems cool, man. I don't know what people these are that rated Quaresma higher, but they were all smoking something strong. And I can hear that, but there's no way in the world Quaresma is better than Gakpo. Like, sorry. Maybe the futsal thing, maybe, but football, get out of here, man. Don't make no sense. Never, ever. The boys are coming out for the second half. You can see Mahrez there busting a 1-2 joke with someone. Pep Guardiola out here in the tee. Pretty even first half. Just deep in, the only non-youth players on the bench is Grealish, Rodri, and Bernardo. With how Leicester is playing in their bench, can City turn the momentum around? Anything can happen, man. Round of applause for Harry, who's returned to Hotspur Way. At this rate, let's get Pereira from West Brom, because I don't think Maddison is happening. You will. Pereira can't happen because he hasn't even moved to the Middle East. Grealish seems to be quite animated in talking. You know, he's talking about the balls he wants to play in behind and stuff, or something like that with Bonds. Be lovely to see. Come and talk like that with Saka, man. GG, you and Hugh Wizzy need to do more collabs, man. I'm not even an Arsenal fan, but I need that. Shout Hugh, man. Try pants, man. Why not? Has a bottled it. Vardy in deep chat with someone. What about? I don't know. Second half about to start, folks. He can't train with his team until later in the week. So again, we're not gonna. I don't think the Kane thing's dead yet. If I'm honest with you. Second half is kicked off, folks. No changes. Seems to really have picked up where it left off. Lovely play from Cole Palmer. The pass wasn't good enough, but the lovely drop of a shoulder. I love footballers like that, man. Doesn't always have to be with a ball. It's gone a bit scrappy now. Proper game of football, this. Telemans, I don't know what he saw there. Maybe the sun was in his eyes. Appreciate that, Paul Minor, bro. Big up yourself as well. One love to everybody locked in, man. Would you rather take Bernardo Silva or Maddison? Bernardo Silva. He's more experienced. His football IQ is better at this moment in time. Probably cheaper in that if you probably give City 50, 60, they might say, cool, you can have Bernardo. Then it's down to you to get an agreement, which I think would fall short. You know, as you see in Maddison, if you ain't got 60 minimum, something like that, you're not going to grab him, are you? Mendy in possession. The young Adoze in possession. Does well against Pereira this time. Puts a ball into the box. It trickles out. Bernardo's turning 27 in 3 days. That's why I wouldn't really want to sign at 27 at Arsenal. But, you know, that's young. And the way Bernardo plays, he could do the David Silva thing. And just play for time, or the Santi thing and just play for time. Like. And I hear the thing about resale value, but if you was going to sign Maddison for 60, 70 million, do you honestly, while there is resale value and football's crazy, you never know what could happen. You know, do you honestly think you're going to see 100 million on him if he develops to the likes of Grealish? Why not? But do you think you're going to see a profit on that? Really? When you're making these signings? Really? And Marty in possession. Ryan Bertrand. Pass from Marte doesn't quite come off. Maddison rules it, but he still got it. Oh, it did actually go off. Maddison's crafty, tried to play. $159 likes, people. Let's keep going up. Ball's not really sticking. Everyone just seems in a rush. A rush to do what or to go where, you might ask? I don't have a clue. Harvey Barnes loses it now. I think both teams need to start calming down. And I think there will be a period, man, because it's been kind of like this since the start. I'll be keen to see what the game's looking like in about 12 minutes, around the 60th minute mark. Ooh. Did Mahrez nutmeg Barnes? I cannot be sure, but it looked very cheeky if that happened. Ake in possession. Skips out Mendy. Tries to give it to Adoze. Doesn't work. Grealish doing his warm-up. If I was him, I'll be jogging right past Pep. Just remind Pep, I'm here. Sign me for 100 mil. It's a final and that. I feel like Bernardo would turn into a Williams situation in time now. I hear you, but nah. Got absolute confidence in that if it did happen. Harvey Barnes, what can he do? Should have shot. Looks like he got caught in two minds. Loses the ball. City live to fight another day, and it's here with Mahrez. Mahrez and Cancelo doing the blunting. Mahrez to a next man doing the blunting in Mendy. Mendy forward. Gundogan, Cruyff turn. Dispossessed by Telemans, and it's back with Leicester. Marty. Forward. Maddison. Played from Maddison. Aye, good delivery into Vardy. Vardy has to pop off a shot. Good defending by Diaz. Mendy just hooks it clear. But it's not out. They're not out the woods yet. Gundogan's been... Oh, Gundogan versus Amati. That was a good battle. Tech versus strength. Got away with that. Gundogan does well there. Mahrez now. Palmer, make the run. Oh, he had to make the foul. Bertrand had to go for it. It's a free kick in a dangerous area. Had Mahrez passed that ball, Cole Palmer could have been in it. Would have been down to him. Probably did, Melvin. You know, he has started it stronger. Probably because he's just been given a bit of confidence. That's all these young players need. Just a bit of G'ing up and a couple of things to go right for them. Or you could have told, man, fix up. You know, you've got 10, 15 minutes. One or both of you might come off. Don't let it be you pattern up. It all depends what his mentality is like. Some footballers, you can sit there and tell them you're playing shit, pattern up. Certain guys, you have to be like, it's all right, this and that. You know, it's different, man. Again, it's got to be a fantastic effort to beat Schmeichel from here. Literally a fantastic effort. It can't be anything but. Maddison's doing the low thing. Wow, Maddison's not even trying to protect his crown jewels. I'll be there like that. I'm sorry. That's a myth. Pep had a chat with him at halftime. Mahrez to take. Terrible, man. He knows it. That was terrible. 51 minutes in, is still 0-0. And people, I actually don't know with the Community Shield. Does this go straight to pens or are we doing our extra time? And that's where it's straight to pens. Leicester playing out from the back. And here it is with Kasper Schmeichel. He's found Ciinchu. Ciinchu, you've just got to pull it down the channel, mate. Does exactly that. Barnes does well to win the first header, but it somehow trickles right back to Man City, folks. Love for that. So straight to pens. That saves a bit of time, innit? Yeah, one love for that. Mendy back to Ake. It's a shame for Ake because you just have the feeling he'll be nothing more than a squad player unless he does that, you get an opportunity and you don't let go of that shirt sort of thing. I mean, to be fair to him, he's not a bad player, but you're up against Laporte and all these guys. Adoze tries to, he's made Pereira have a tougher job today, but probably needs to play with his head up a bit more. Gundogan. Cancelo. Baggy touch. Dyer says keep it though. Cole Palmer. Fighting. Never a foul. Never a foul. Fouls and giving Ryan Bertrand clocks have to get up and get up quickly. Cancelo turns straight out of there, gives it to Dyers. Now they're going to try and go down the other hand side. How the midfielders go wide as well. Must be nice, man. All of this must be nice. Cancelo goes for a hopeful ball. It actually finds Ferran Torres. Oh, and Gundogan with the follow-up effort again. No sting in the shot at all. Lukaku to Chelsea. Big signing, man. Score goes. 53-10 on the clock. 0-0 between these two teams. Sayinchu to Amati. Amati turns on it. I mean, indeed, he turns on it. Amati asks him for it. Sayinchu. Patient play, man. Patient play. Name of the game. Who has the best academy in England, in your opinion? City or Chelsea, personally? But then I think, these clubs like these Charltons, these sort of guys that always produce in Exeter, all these clubs that get, their players just get clapped. I don't think they get enough praise as well. So it depends what you're judging it on. I think City and Chelsea by a distance, personally. Ruben Diaz in possession, folks. He gives it to Cancelo. 54 on the clock. 54 minutes, that is. Still 0-0 between the two sides. It's been a good game, but realistically, if you're not watching this and you're just listening, you haven't missed anything as of yet. There's been a couple of heart-in-mouth moments, exciting moments for the neutrals. Pardon me, Ake to Mendy. Mendy almost gets caught in possession. Fernandinho tripped up. Wins a foul. Smartly worked by City here. Oh, someone's got to score that. Oh, Gundogan, the man you probably wanted it to fall to, just smacked it over. 10 minutes into the second half, it started off the way it was left, so I can't complain. $55.45 on the clock. Boy, kind of want to see some subs. Cancelo keeps it in possession, distributes it to his teammate Ruben Diaz. Okay, finds a Jose. Good 1-2 among the City players. You're going to run into a blind alley and have no one to support you. Recognizes that. Valiant effort from this young guy. Skill as well in. But again, you ran into nowhere. That was silliness. Play with your head up. You might think you're doing good things. You're doing silliness there. Balance. Positive. Better second half than you had first. But come on. Poor play from Siinchu, and City might make them pay. Mahrez wanted too much time. Siinchu's blushes are spared, and City, and now Leicester City, that is, could counter-attack with Harvey Barnes. Plays it to Maddison. There's hella City shirts back. Maddison gives it back to Barnes. What can Barnes do? Wins a corner, to be fair to you. It's calm. Approaching the hour mark. Oh, Leicester in trouble. This is a counter of all counters. He's got to fin. Mahrez, the one you wanted it to. Blushes spared. Courageous defending for the 1-2 individuals that were there, but wow. You know, Pereira, indeed, he tried. You would have all, Mahrez, you would have thought it was begging for him to put it in. One of the people you want the ball to land to, man. Deluded, how do you think Aubameyang will do this season? By God's grace, he gets back to scoring goals, man. Leicester let out of jail there, folks. 58-40 on the clock. No excuses for that one. That one there was mad. They did well to put him off. They did, because his touch didn't help him. But again, Mahrez, you would think in them situations your touch would be spot on straight away. You're Riyad Mahrez, but everyone's human. If that's me, they're not catching me. Siinchu in possession. Oh, I like Siinchu, but sometimes he does some nervous stuff. Telemans, that's a great pass. Can Maddison provide a better pass? Maddison, he's feeling himself. He strikes. It's not the worst efforts, but he's dragged it. Probably could have picked someone out there. It's a baggy first touch from Maddison by his standards, but yeah, he's dragged that. Movie settings, like he said, movie settings, man. Not everyone's, you get me? Not everyone, it's not for everyone, man.
Against this right back, Charlie.
It's not everyone, man. Sometimes you just have to say, fuck it. This is my move. Same vapor things as well. Calm. Reload. S is saying at times he's looked shaky. He's got that shaky element into him. He's a good defender, though. Just got to get them one things out of it. Best 13 to play the game. Aye, man. Daniel Alves wore that today. I could never take that claim, but thank you. I think Leicester City's communication has to do a lot better. I think Pereira's done well just to head it out for a corner, but I think if he gets a shout, there's nothing there. Half an hour left of this game, assuming somebody scores. Smash the likes. Let's get to 200, man. Come on, people. Make sure you're hitting the reminders for Spurs versus Arsenal tomorrow and those things there as well. We're at 171. If you ain't hit the like button, you're doing it wrong. Ball into the box, not dealt with. But they live to fight another day. Mahrez hits it. It'll be another Man City corner. Did I used to rate Haleb? Who would have rated Haleb? Of course. Gundogan to take this corner. (61-38). Gundogan with the corner. Dealt with by Ndidi. It's falling to Mahrez. Mahrez's touch doesn't help him. He's still got possession. Plays it to Mendy, who's the last man. What's Mendy going to do? Mendy. Oh, that's a good ball. Back to Gundogan, to be fair. Gundogan cuts it back. Jose, come on. But that's a good ball into the box from the young man, to be fair with you. Leicester under the cosh now. Fernandinho not letting them out. I logged into my laptop just to like again. Big up DG Melvin. Appreciate that. Real talk. I appreciate that. It means a lot, man. Fernandinho to Diaz. You can see tired legs. It looks like that young City player is done, man. He's on the floor, man. He's done. He's done. Either he's done, man. He looks like he's done. He's done. He's done. That's hamstring or something. He's done. Could see him holding it. He's finished, man. Look, he's like cramp. He's done. He's done. He probably thought, you know what, let me get my little bit on the stadium thing. Do you know what Grealish probably said? You know, hey, mate, do you know how much I'm on? I'll give you a little something, you know. Rodri on as well, or will be on. So it looks like both the young G's off then. 100% cramp, people. 100% cramp. Better second half. He did his thing, man. Like I said, he's a young man. There's a lot to work on, but saw a lot of things he can apply himself for in this game that he can use in the future. Smiles from Grealish. This is where your City career starts. What it will say at the end is down to Grealish, but this is where it starts. 25 years of age. British transfer record. Had a good Euros in the minutes he could do off the back of a good season where he was injured. You know, I think he's always been a good player, but he's really gone up a level in the last 18 months, 2 years. Not just in terms of technical ability, importance, everything, the full package. Look at these little young City players, man. Fans, sorry. Nice. Can't lie, I expected a lot more from Rodri when I see him when he signed for City. He looked better. I'm sure he was at Atletico. Samuel's off. Rodri's on. Who else is off? Cole Palmer surely has to come off. Come on, I don't want to see the fans. I want to see the football. One love to the fans, though. Jack Grealish is now on. 65 minutes in 0-0. It would, you know, surely it's written in the script that he scores. I wonder if Gareth Southgate's where he should be. You know, Maddison watch, that watch. Oh, shout out to Cole Palmer. He's done well not to get subbed. It's probably a fitness thing more than anything, man. Fernandinho ran into a blind alley. Unlike Fernandinho, pocket picked. Grealish is on, Jing. Grealish is on. Cancelo. That was more hopeful than anything. Sayinchi deals with it. Ndidi. Back to his keeper. His keeper plays Sayinchi. Sayinchi's probably just going to... Oi! Sends Palmer. They need to be careful, though. So Palmer falls for the same trick twice. That's an issue there. And he finds Maddison. Good play from Leicester. See what happens when you trust yourself. Maddison, doesn't give, it probably kills the move really with Barnes, but it's still here with Barnes. Barnes is a stubborn guy, and it's not a bad ball. It's not the worst of balls. Perez is getting at him, but there's an issue, bro. He sent him for a hot dog, and he said, "What do you mean you're coming back with no mustard? Go put some mustard and ketchup on that." Send him twice. Shouldn't fall for the same trick twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Show me twice, it's shame on me, sort of thing, surely, or however it goes. Whatever them smart done, he said. That charger, man. 66-45. Give it to Grealish, mate. I want to see Grealish. People acting like Grealish is Messi. I hear you, but come man, Grealish a baller, bro. I'm listen, I'm Grealish FC, bro. Because for me, he's got everything: the swagger, the attitude in the right way, and the the arts way. I think for me, bro, I'm so intrigued about the signing because, like I said, we can just talk about his technical ability, how he will look good, and that he's had his first couple touches there, as you saw. But for me, it's the metrics about the pressing, about winning the ball, and all of those sort of things. Like Pep's not going to play you if you don't do everything, and he's got the base level there. Sometimes some are better than his City teammates. You know, we've all heard the story of Henry. Pep told him to do several things at left wing. Henry scored, and he thought he was moving mad, and he got hooked. This is how it works. Fernandinho. Too stiff from Fernandinho. City need a strike and they'll win the elusive Champions League along with the Prem. Bro, we have to see if they grab Harry Kane in it. Where's Patson, Daka, and Samore? I'm not sure for Samore, but I'm sure Daka is on the bench. Well, I actually can't see who's on the bench because Leicester didn't pull it in that graphic. Barnes. But that's a foul. Rodri was trying to foul him. 68-15 people. Well, on Clemens watch, he's on 667. Oh, Vardy. I can't lie, man. Are we going to see a Vardy struggle season? I don't want to, but low-key, when Vardy struggles, no one says a word. Cannot cap. I'm sure I was watching Match of the Day at a point last season. They said he didn't score in 20. I could just be making that all up. Cole Palmer of Manchester City in possession. Finds Grealish. Here we go. Grealish, gang. Grealish. Does too much. Tired from Grealish. Doing too much. And again, Pep, you're gonna have to stop that sort of stuff. Probably just trying to get into the game, man. It's difficult coming off the bench. We're at 178 likes, people. Come on, we're about 20-odd minutes from the end of the half. And the end of the game, assuming someone scores, keep it going. Samore's on the bench. They're both on the bench. So there you have it, man. They could come on when needed. It's starting to rain in northwest London. And Pep might have got caught lacking. He's got a T-shirt. And he's still remaining in the T-shirt. $69.40 people. Ake in possession. Series of substitutions for Leicester City, folks. All Brighton's coming on. I just see a bagger, man, to be fair. I think Patson, Daka, and Samore might be coming on as well. Bear, man. I don't think Vardy has scored from open play in 2021. I don't mind Grealish doing this because I know he can rip you more often than he flops. Pep wants a refund already. Patson Daka is on. Leicester City career started. Maddison off. Madders watch. Not much to scream and shout about, really, for real with ourselves. $71.25 on this clock, folks. Mendy. Ooh, good effort from Ferran Torres. I keep forgetting you're playing. Fernandinho almost put Cancelo in trouble. Cancelo bails him out. Rodri back to Cancelo. Jack Grealish. Good pass. Finds Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer back to Grealish. Grealish. Too much man on you. Goes back to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer. Oi, good bit of skill here. Puts a decent ball into the box. There's just too many blue bodies and it's cleared. Back here with Ruben Diaz, who's found Cancelo. Cancelo's gone for the hopeful pass. Is that onside? Schmeichel's done well. Ferran Torres, I thought the offside flag would have been there. It was a good ball, probably a hopeful one. Schmeichel telling him, what the hell are you going for that for? It's a friendly, basically. I mean, what do you want? And he's margins. Oh, he might actually be on there. He might actually have been on. He's entitled to go for the ball, but you're a keeper. You're meant to be brave. You got to screw loose anyways to be a keeper. Man said Grealish or Neymar. You're bugging out. Neymar, of course. Ruben Diaz. Pressing from Daka there. Good pressing. 186 people. 186, 73 minutes, 10 on the clock. Still 0-0. Can we get to 200 likes before the end of this? I don't think so, personally. More subs. Ben Knight's coming on. The young G they signed from Ipswich Town. Very good player, man. Can play on the left, on the right, up front. One of them sort of players there. And behind him, you already know the man. You know, Bernardo Silva. Maybe his days are numbered at City. I don't know. Number 96, Ben Knight. Bernardo Silva on again. Numbered days. Cole Palmer off now. Good account of yourself, man. Manchester City throwing. Yeah, man. Like the other you grew into the game, man. Done well. Shown that you're not quite ready to be involved in that, but you're probably ready to go out on loan, just like that Liam Delap you. Bullied everyone he played last season. If that guy is playing under 23s next season, it's a problem. Like, if he hasn't gone on loan already, Liam Delap needs to, innit? I'm not quite sure if he'll make the grade under Pep Guardiola at Manchester City, but he could make them a tidy profit. And I'm sure Derby would wish he probably stayed, really. All Brighton. This is why, all Brighton and Barnes are also terrible players to play against because they never give up, man. Certain wingers who just quit. They don't. Schmeichel's gone long. It's falling straight to Cancelo. It's found Rodri. Rodri gets it under control. Does quite well to find Fernandinho. Mendy's had a decent game, to be quite fair with you. Bernardo Silva. Hey, dude, come on. That's something that needs to get done. Grealish. That's the right way of putting it. Honest footballer, that's the right way. Oh, good shot from Bernardo. It's squared. No one there. Can't see anything but penalties, really, innit? Grealish. This silly question. Would you take Bernardo Silva? It's not a silly question. Would you take Bernardo Silva at Arsenal ahead of Alwa and Maddison? Yeah. But Bernardo Silva is probably going to play next to Partey for me then, because he can do it all. Like, he's probably going to play there. $188, so close but so far. Throw in with Leicester over here on this left hand side. Ryan Bertrand, just as I said, that has taken it. Jack Grealish. Oof. Does quite well. I don't think he meant that. Ben Knight's done well to give it to him. Thing with that was never Grealish was falling over anyways. Daka. Carla, one thing I like about this Daka, you know, if you give him a chance, he's on trying to win it. Rodri. Does feel like the tide is probably turning in Manchester City's favour. Bernardo Silva on forward, finds Mendy. Mendy puts a half decent ball in. Ryan Bertrand doesn't know too much about what's going on behind him, but does something. And yeah, City's ball. Not sure what's there. Want to see a push to 200 likes. I appreciate it. These kind of situations would be where City need an out-and-out striker, someone who knows where to be in the box and when. More substitutions where Leicester are concerned. You know, Ryan Bertrand's days done, had a good game. It seems like Luke Thomas will be introduced. And you've also got Kelechi Iheanacho going to enter the fray as well. Barnes' days up. Come on, Kelechi. Man said, when is Arteta leaving? I don't know, man. Cancelo in possession, folks. Well, better yet, wants to take the throw in. Finds Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Jackie lad loses it. Well, not on purpose. It's a bit harsh to say he lost it. Could Kelechi Iheanacho come back to strike his former team? Nah, I don't think that's a foul by Ben Knight. Come on now. He's not even half the size of Ndidi. Ndidi's gone down way too easily there. $11 minutes into the end of this clash, people. Sienchu's gone down the channel lot again. It doesn't work out. Straight to Ruben Dias. He's found Ak. Hopefully there's more of a tempo to this game. I would like to see someone wrap this up in minute 90. Grealish, Dias, Ake. 200 likes. Thank you, people. Better late than never. Very appreciative. If you hit that like button, big up yourself. If you haven't, boy, you're going to get an unexpected high bill. Ben Knight, no chance. You know, difficult for Ben Knight. Not going to get much change up front today. Oh, Ndidi skips past Bernardo, skips past Ndidi. Ndidi, skips past Bernardo Silva, gets a foul for his troubles. You know, this game someone might nick this game. There's 10 minutes left. It's anybody's guess who gets this, people. All Brighton forward. Terrible attempted pass. Mahrez. Bobbing and weaving over here on this right-hand side. Too much skillers for days, man. Trust, hey, ITV, forever letting us know about England versus Andorra and Poland versus England, innit? Forever promoting that. DG looks like he'll issue a hard tackle still. I don't know, man. I just try to play football. Diaz. Mahrez. Looks like he's waiting for that foul. Ooh. Albrighton, you slag got savaged. Nothing came of it, but very slyly, folks. He got ripped. On the slyest of ones, Albrighton just got savaged there. Rule 1, don't dive in with Riyad Mahrez. Just stand up and hope for the best, man. There's certain wingers you don't dive in unless you 1,000,000% know you're getting that ball. Even then, still got to have concerns. Because once they just flick that ball, and I've been in them situations, you think you're winning it, you just see the ball shift. You're like, oh, God. Samore got caught there. Thankfully, still on the ball. Saying that curse of the devil. He's catching life, man. Pure strength is just getting Samore through that. But he's like a deer in the headlights in the middle of the park right there. Tries to take it quickly. City having none of that as expected. Another Leo export. Mahrez. Man said Mahrez. Mendy, apologies. Grealish tries to shift Samore. Kind of works. Gets a little whack for his trouble. Rodri finds Bernardo. Ben Knight. The levels are not there. Ben Knight is inadvertently giving it back to Leicester. Ake is putting a good tackle. But again, Leicester's new subs are feeling energized and they're just picking up on everything. To be fair, Ake's been quite good today. 82-17. Rodri's gone for a ball over the top. Oh, he's not the worst of balls. Mahrez, a tired Mahrez against Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas has done well just to slow him down. Mahrez has also done well just to hold it up, but they're in no rush to look like they score, man. I don't know. That's what I was asking Mr. Adlib TV. Shout out to the members. I thought, you know what, because their players have been here, there, and everywhere. Could City struggle at the start? But saying that, did they not struggle at the start last year? People said City were in mad trouble last season at a point. Like around the time they were drawing with Leeds and that. They went and won the league. You know, a lot of storyline, you know, what the table or the narrative might be in August can change very quickly in September. Like you lot know, a week is a long time in football. A day is a long time in football. So imagine a week. City have lost the ball here cheaply. And it's here with Wilfred Ndidi. Ambitious attempted pass into the path of Daka was never going to happen. Fernandinho had no chance there. Rodri's giving him too much of a terrible pass to work with. All Brighton. Iheanacho. A lot of stray passes now. Mahrez is knackered, man. He's done. He's got the freedom of this right-hand side. He's tired, man. Exactly. Certain people were saying they're not doing this, they're not doing that, they're not doing the third. Like, it didn't make no sense. Ben Knight's had a tough time. He just has to chase shadows today. It's unfortunate for the young guy, man. That someone needs to be taken to jail for that. They said he won't get top four. So good ball from Leicester into the path of Daka. Daka's very positive. And Ake's done very well to slow him down. Clearly, Daka's fearless. Rodri. 6 minutes left until the end of the game, people, man. I mean, surely both teams are talking about penalties, thinking of penalties. Ben Knight's done well to find Jack Grealish. Grealish. Not a lot of City options. Plays a simple one, finds Bernardo. Sub to sub. Who is Leicester's creative outlet meant to be? I don't know, man. I think them, man, they are just planning on pens. If anything, it's a 10% luck, 50% skill, that sort of passion merchant, counter-attacking stuff, work hard stuff. Mendy. Oh, Mendy. Ball in. Fernandinho is creeping around the back. Here it is with Mahrez. Mahrez plays it short. Here it is with Cancelo. Cancelo tries to drive it towards the back post. Grealish is there. Grealish controls it. Passes it to Knight. Knight, you're not ready, man. You're not ready. Not ready for this. Get up, man. You're not ready. Knight's not ready for this level, man. Boy. Hey, he's a young G. He's like 18, 19, but boy, you know, at 19, technically he's ready. I don't quite think it, unless a miracle happens, it might not happen for you at City. Kelechi being pursued by Ake. Ake does well. Yeah, he needs that. Do you know what it is with Knight? You probably just got to wait for him physically. He's a weird one, man, because he could have a future as a striker. He could, you know, he could be a 10. He could be one of them weird guys that just play everywhere. These new age ballers. Jack Grealish. I mean, he's predominantly been on the left-hand side. Oh, okay, that's a pen. That's a pen. I can't lie. That is 100% a pen. Ake's in trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. Upset is happening now. Ake got caught lacking. That is a penalty. There's no two ways about it. Ake is being pressed like a hyena. A madness has happened. To be fair, he's dropping on the floor in that. It's a harsh one, but it is a pen. Like, you can tell he's been tackled. Look, his body's flipping around. Like, I can't lie, it is reckless. It's a calamity. From a guy who's been having a good game, but that's all people remember. No protest from Pep. He knows his peak. You man are gone. To be fair to you, Fernandinho just tell him man to fuck off. Pep covering his hands, his arm, his mouth. I can't lie, it is a pen. A harsh one, because if I don't know if that's a free kick because he's been tackled. His body's flipping around. Like, his body is flipping around. Bro, the ref's doing a lot, bro. Thought he could do dark arts. Ake Bear overzealous. It's a pen, man. Peak. At this point, it just looks like City players are just rattling and trying to just make the other guy not confident. But someone put in a stat about, Community Shield winners or the FA Cup winners. Can Kelechi Iheanacho come back to haunt his old team? Haunt the manager who wanted to sell him, who did sell him? Man said, I did say I want penalties. Fair play, man. Number 14, Kelechi Iheanacho, penalty business against his old team. I don't know. Maybe he crossed paths with Stefan and they worked on each other. They worked with each other for penalties and that. Let's see what can happen now. This surely would be the winner in front of the Leicester fans. Kelechi Iheanacho scores just about. No celebration against his old team. Fuck that, man. Celebrate, man. Leicester City 1, Manchester City 0. Ake made to pay for that terrible pen. Back up the Midlands with the Community Shield for the Leicester people. Them, they're getting used to Wembley. Kelechi Iheanacho bows to the fans, gives the fans their praise. I'm loving all the African players at Leicester, man. Very admirable. And of course, nothing can be done without God. Kelechi, praise to the heavens. Confident penalty, just about, to be fair, if I'm Stefan, I'd be a bit frustrated. He got fingertips on it. Maybe dives a bit earlier, he backs that out. Now, I can't lie, Twitch is better. I can't lie, polls and predicts make the stream lit. City keeper saving this. Oof, AM, are you sure? Maddison definitely ain't coming out. To be fair, what? Because man won FA Cup and Community Shield. We was doing it before, it's cool. Just like when we used to qualify for top 4, people mocked it. Now people are happy to get it. 89th minute, there's been a penalty. At least there's something for the paying fans. Manchester City 0, Leicester 1. Leicester 1, Man City 0. And City have got to do something and quickly. Grealish's first game could end in defeat. And Leicester are a very good defensive side. And they might have a second here. Daka, get your head up. Oh, Ake's done well. I don't think he's known too much about it. If Daka gets that pass to Kelechi, it's over. City live to fight another day. And it's here with Bernardo Silva. Danilo Slag got spins. Pereira got spanned there. Grealish, make a name for yourself. Bundled off it. Little man off it. No appeals. Rodri. Fouled, but they continue. Just play. Mendy, crossfield pass. Doesn't get anywhere. Communication. If that's a corner, that's poor from Thomas. Like, it's not. Thomas, your keeper has told you relax, and you're not. There's 4 minutes of added on time. Ake must feel like shit, boy. Well, Man City ain't got no documentaries out though, because this would make good. Pep's facial expressions are killing me. $215 likes, people. Please make sure you've set your reminders for Tottenham against Arsenal tomorrow. Watch along yet again. I've dropped the link there. Please make sure you're following me / subscribing on Twitch. Again, links dropped in there. And it must be annoying trying to get a goal against Leicester, one of the best defensive drilled units I feel in the Prem on their day. Ake wins the header. Bernardo Silva can't cushion it, and it falls to Ndidi. Ndidi to Albrighton. Albrighton's tried to find Kelechi Iheanacho again. Hasn't come to anything. Bernardo Silva, 2 minutes left, people. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Bernardo to Rodri. Bernardo Silva into Mendy. What can Mendy do? Mendy. Grealish shows for it. Just about gets it to Grealish, to be fair. Grealish back to Mendy. Mendy to Rodri. Rodri looks like he's switching play. Does switch play. Finds Cancelo. Oi! Cancelo hits the step over, and I can't lie, Albright and Sly got sold. Ball into the box. Fernandinho competes. Who's going to win the second? It's still there. It's still... Oh, wow, man. It's almost over. Watch along on YouTube or Twitch. It will be on YouTube, that one. Nice to see the good guys winning football. That's harsh. I don't see you not good guys. Everyone's a bad guy to someone. A minute left of this game, people. One love to everybody that's been locked in and supporting it. It means a lot. One love to everyone who was in my Twitch watch along and is now here. Appreciative of that. Leicester flying the flags. 2-2, 2 finals there. You know, Rogers is probably saying, well, why are you trying to leave and go to Arsenal? To be fair, we do this FA Cup and Community Shield thing. Kasper Schmeichel goes long. Ake wins it. It's all about the seconds, though. And Leicester have been more on winning the first and seconds. Look at that. Rodri beaten by Ndidi to it. Samore now. Been at his club for 2 seconds and he's achieving more. Solid defending. But it's 20 seconds left. It's got to go long now. Stefan's just got to hoof that. Whoa, not like that. Whoa. Whoa. And that's that. Oh, no. It's 10 seconds left. I thought he blew. Seeing hands in City putting their hands in heads. Thinking, what's that about? Pep about to lose his second consecutive final. But he probably about to see another 500 million spent in it. I told you this is why we need Kane. Told you this is why we need Messi. Boy. It's peak right now. How am I watching tomorrow? It's a stream thing, man. And that's that. Leicester City have won the Community Shield to go with their FA Cup. You know, you have seen them statistics. Whoever wins the FA Cup wins this thing. You know, for Patson, Daka and Samore, good little bit of silverware. Good moment for Kelechi and Nacho, you know. Says his prayers to God. One love to the Leicester fans and that. Ake feeling down about his mistake. Good camaraderie from Dias telling him, Patton, it don't matter, man. Hold it up, man. Look at the emotion from Kelechi. Lovely. Must be lovely. Lovely footballing today from Leicester. Give credit where due. They backed themselves when they were being pressed. They kept their heads going. They're a good footballing unit. You know, it's no point even praising them. They're one of the best teams in the league, one of the most consistent teams in the league. And yeah, there's no reason why they can't aggressively try third time lucky and get Champions League football. Commiserations for Jack Grealish. You know, first ever game for City ends in defeat. But as I said at the start, it's not about where it starts, it's where it finishes. Lovely from Maddison and Pep Guardiola. He didn't really embrace Maddison, so he might not be feeling him. You know, a bit of an issue there. You know, the Leicester City fans are not even smiling. The little kids, they're used to this. So, yeah, man, it is what it is in that regards. It's fantastic. It's been a fantastic watch along with you guys. And shout out to Leicester. We all know we've got a soft spot for them because, obviously, they're nice people. What do you mean? I'm just trying to change the name of the damn name. What are you talking about? So, yeah, is what it is in that regards, folks, people. People are definitely going to get lectured. We're all happy for Kelechi and Nacho. Rodgers serial winner. Who knows, man? Leicester City bid for Harry Kane. Why not? I'm sure Gary Lineker will have something to say about it. Try to get him there. So why not, man? It is what it is. It's been a fantastic watch along, people. Like I said, please make sure you're following on Twitch. That's the first link. Make sure you've hit the like button if you haven't. Obviously, it's Tottenham versus Arsenal tomorrow. Make sure you're there for that one. Link dropped. Yeah, man. Appreciative of everybody that's been here. You know, it's always a fantastic one to be here with you guys. And, you know, we're getting back into the swing of things. With it being the Premier League, not before too long, we're back in action, people. You know, there's no time to waste. You know, next week, there's going to be a bunch of content coming from me across all platforms. So make sure you're following across all my socials. Make sure you're obviously supporting the thing on Twitch so you don't miss out fundamentally. And as usual, you know, I hope you all have good health and, you know, you all have Nothing but success, man. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, people. I'm getting quite hungry. So yeah, on that note, like I said, hit the like button, stay safe. I'll catch you lot again.
Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.